to our 2026 Halloween animatronic launch. Truly, it's the biggest animatronic launch the industry has ever seen. We're talking over...
Why wouldn't a metal spider be your delivery system?
The ingredients are very rare. The bones from a Siberian tiger and the horns from a black rhinoceros. We were only able to steal enough ingredients for one dose.
Where did they get the ingredients for one dose of this in the first place? Because that wasn't a story worth telling.
All we have to do is find the proper animals, grind them up, season to taste, and bon appetit.
Did they seriously grind up some animals already? Yes, the loser turtles really dropped the ball on stopping that one. And where did they get these exotic animals in New York anyway? A zoo? Well, they're going to go back to a zoo in this episode, but it's not even their first choice, so I don't know.
Get the animals, or I'll have you for dinner.
Dragon Lord must have a really good metabolism considering he wants to eat almost everyone he meets.
How are your paws feeling, Master?
Blister.
How did you blister your paws? You didn't do anything besides trip one guy before getting captured.
I hate Flint! Dragon's blood is like lava. Their body temperatures are hotter than any living thing in the city. This makes them very trackable.
I'm gonna pretend to be a hot female dragon looking to hook up on Dragon Chat.
We got rank on the move.
Silkwood. That's not the way of the ninja. We're defensive, not offensive.
Nah, you guys are pretty offensive to me. But seriously, Leo just wants to sit around and do nothing until what? The dragons pop into their lair? At this point, they declared their intent to eat you, and they're probably eating other people around New York currently, while they're also grinding up zoo animals for super potions. It is probably time for action, dumbass!
Raphael, think.
I refuse to think. You are ninja, Raphael. You are a defender.
I'm going dragon hunting.
Motorcycle scene.
It is an obnoxious show-off.
Raphael to the rescue! He's always out of control! Well, you know, I was just telling you, Venus, because you're new here, and well...
Are you high, Michelangelo? I just want to hear the sound of your voice for no reason. By the way, some of these driving shots by the train cars on the paper-littered empty streets are quite revealing as they show the Vancouver Harbor Center. Pretty sure that's not New York. Raphael tracks the dragons to Bubba's Furniture Emporium, which is naturally where you find rare animals.
I have changed my mind. Teach the dragons the way of the ninja.
You said...
I said a ninja fights defensively. Go fight defensively. I thought it was good to let Raphael go die on his own until he actually got to the dragons.
Revrux.
Well, I'm glad you think so. Time for a vehicle gearing up scene again.
And be stealthy. For some reason, now I care about that. Even though there's no way in hell you could even possibly be stealthy in that damn vehicle.
So, at the Furniture Emporium, there's a bunch of taxidermied animals for some reason. Seeing as all the characters in this scene are animals of some sort, you'd think they'd have some kind of thought on this, but nah, there's no room for thoughts here.
Stinks. This
Head
is a front
empty.
for black market endangered species.
Stink jokes.
We are W1012.
I thought I'd keep things fair.
Alright, that's a pretty decent line there. Unfortunately, Raph doesn't back it up at all as he gets beaten up pretty quickly, but not before this wonderful bit.
Hey, how about little people? Yeah, that's how we play the sewer.
Double dribble, the turtle cheek.
So, apparently, one of the first things Dragon Lord did upon getting back to Earth was bone up on basketball and its rules.
I got the skills.
Venus style magic to the rescue! But then it's time for the turtles to finally battle old Dragon Lord.
Ninja
Oh.
And fail miserably. wants to eat them because of their power.
Let's switch into Spanish!
Are we sure at this point the series isn't called Coward Turtles, the next retirement?
Retirement.
Thanks for letting us play through!
I'm glad Golf Balls took Dragon Lord down. He's really tough, unless something stupid happens.
Leonardo, hurry!
Suddenly, Leonardo is the only one who can drive.
Toasty! What do you think you're doing? Stop sign.
Stop saying.
Well, Leo is pretty damn lucky he doesn't actually get everyone killed here, and that's just because it's apparently really hard to hit a stationary object a few feet away. Guess the dragons took target practice at the Imperial Academy with the stormtroopers.
What was that?
Up, fire repellent. A ninja always obeys the rules of the road.
I'm not sure it being okay to spray people behind you is a traffic law, Leo.
That's
It's
a Mario
also
Kart
nice
law.
to know that the turtles didn't do anything to try and stop that endangered species black market thing at the furniture emporium. Our heroes.
Get over here, Purple-Hood. You're the most important crappy mask guy. There are several animal chunks I need. Rare tigers of the like in New York, Majesty. How dare you ask valid questions? There's no place for that here.
And if it wasn't this guy and the other crappy masks, and if it wasn't Dragon Lord because he's been too busy watching basketball, who got Wicca's ingredients for the one super potion?
Oh my god, that evil laugh.
Celery! I love meat!
What celery isn't meat? I told you not to bring up valid points.
Well, I do want to highlight that Dragon Lord actually says to Purple Hood after he pulls the rug out from under him.
Excellent question.
So, yeah, he really was offended because it was a good thing to bring up. But this way.
Grab some baby seeds.
No, well, that's not good. We're skipping stitches. A lot of them. Well, time to troubleshoot.
Colin Redwood. Now go before I suck your eyes out.
Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, dropping stitches like crazy.
Crappy face mask.
Get some that much practice dealing with dragons before. Turtles don't lose.
Raph, you more than anyone should know it's not true.
Makes one long for the super evil of the Shredder.
Yeah, Shredder had nothing on this fearsome beast.
I wish Shredder was here right now. He was a neat guy. He could rock us in his arms and sing to us.
I'm Michelangelo. I say random things. LOL.
They're crossing into the Bronx. I think they're headed for the zoo.
You know, the next place you check for animals after the furniture emporium.
Hey, the reptile house. It's full of bait.
Ugh, keep Michelangelo away from the zoo animals.
Be a ninja for once. Let them bring the fight to us.
Leo, you dipshit.
If they are going to the zoo, that means they are going to hurt animals.
Oh, I guess that means we should actually do something then.
Before they go, Michelangelo suddenly hurries back like he forgot something important. Is he actually going to bring something that'll end up being an aid to the turtles, or it'll be a crappy joke that they just stopped the episode for?
Got it. For the road.
The latter, for sure.
It's not like the dragons are out there about to kill a kid. Funny, Michelangelo. Venus breaks out a magic powder that shows them what happened in the area a few seconds ago. It reveals the crappy-faced dragon gang were there. Like they know already because they tracked them
We
to
know
there on
this.
Donatello's computer. But at least this gives them an advantage.
just stand out. Like pink in a sea of flannel.
Donnie! Never mind. The dragons still get the jump on them. There is no point to that powder whatsoever.
You see nothing.
Well, I see nothing good right now, that's for sure.
I'm flipping
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
That was a piece of pie.
Alright, I think I figured it out. I think we can actually sew now. Just need to be rethreaded? Yeah, we're getting shape. In good shape now.
Super dollar store mask, dude.
Yes, I am unstoppable. Oh, unless the spider falls off, then the super potion is immediately out of my bloodstream and I'm defeated, I guess. Retreat! Retreat!
Wow, it's so weird to hear that from someone else. Then Leonardo runs off to have a weird scene.
Sorry,
with a
I'm
real
adjusting the
turtle,
camera.
Just because they wanted to shoot him next to a real turtle, I guess.
Yeah, here's the stealthiness, dudes.
That was a victory?
That could probably be said at the end of every episode of the series. That was a victory?
There
Question
was no
mark?
victory. We barely survived.
It's the end of the episode, which is the only time we're slightly serious, I guess.
I gotta seam rip that
Take
bit.
this. Hey, Donnie, if you wanted a pet, wouldn't like a puppy or a kitty be a little more appropriate?
Oh, Michelangelo had one line with a serious tone to it, back to him being an idiot. Purple Hood has also gone home and told Daddy Lord that he failed Adopt, who is much more forgiving of this than he is this guy raising valid points.
Make me another spider. We failed to get the ingredients for another super potion, but just make another one somehow.
I'm all over it like white hot rice, Majesty.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's a really popular saying in Greenland. This episode felt like filler garbage rather than part 4 in a 5-part story. This should have been an episode to really raise the stakes and the climax of this story. Barely anything happened with the dragon super potion, and we didn't really tell an interesting story with that, then it was easily thwarted. This episode really felt necessary.
Are we still dropping
Dragons are a
stitches?
threat still. That's
Yes,
where we
what?
ended the episode before this.
Okay,
act.
machine's
The
being weird.
biggest idiot of this episode was Dragon Lord.
Why we drop stitches?
Michelangelo was trying pretty hard for it at times. Hell, so was Leonardo with his let's do nothing strategy. But Dragon Lord edges them out because he attacked his people for asking questions that made sense and still wants the power of the turtles despite them failing to damage him at all in their battle. And he goes looking for animals at a furniture store before a zoo. Next time on Next Mutation, Leonardo says they need to find a new way, then fights with Raph and they battle the dragons again. What a new way.
I might have to thread my other machine. Oh, lovely. Dropping things on my feet. That does not feel good. Let's try this machine.
The injection fangs will pierce you, and the potion will boil into your blood.
Sounds painless enough.
Remember Leonardo's little meet-up with that real turtle last episode? Well, now that's become a part of this nonsensical plot line where Leo is having dreams about this turtle giving him bo-peep speeches.
We are turtles, you and I. You need to create a new way. There is a new way, Leonardo. A new way.
Yes, a new way, aka
A different show.
way.
Not happy.
Well, there's very little to be happy about in Next
Okay.
Mutation. Mutation Land.
See if I can get this rethreaded.
What? Thank you. You happy?
Learning more basketball.
Since my blue machine apparently does not like this fabric.
Have the ancient serum of invincibility.
Here, 5 doses.
So, that means the turtles let the dragons get away with grinding up some animals again. That turtle Leo is dreaming of is probably dead now. Maybe the new way its ghost is suggesting is not retreating and failing it up constantly.
We were defeated, yet somehow we still succeeded. You figure it out. We return to the zoo. They will follow.
Brilliant.
We'll have our animal bones
We
and
are
titles
working.
to boot.
Cool. So the dragons are doing the exact same thing they were doing last episode, and it apparently doesn't matter if they succeed or not, because they'll just end up with more of the potion anyway, so the stakes are nothing.
Eat your heart out, Picasso.
Why Picasso? Why not, oh, I don't know, Raphael?
Party har har.
You'd reference that. Or hell, he could have called out Leonardo as a bit of a jokey nod to their feud.
Groovalicious.
Cool. All stupid on the Michelangelo front still. Donatello puts the spider in the microwave to analyze it, as you do, and finds out the ingredients don't really make any kind of logical sense.
It's only magic until the science guys figure out what it really
Not
is.
everything is science, Donatello.
Yes,
But it is, because it's Donatello.
Don't even bother trying to figure it out. Just shrug and say, it's magic.
Your cavities.
Oh, sorry, couldn't see all your comments. I am making a chainsaw.
Cavity is the
Here.
result of mineral breakdown on the surface of your navel.
Now, science versus the mystical.
If
could
the
have been
pause
a kind
button
of
would work.
interesting dynamic between
Of course not. There we go. Where is it? I have the base of the chainsaw made already. And then this is the piece I am working on, which goes in the top. Because I'm working on the blade. And see if I can see the other comments. My tripod is kind of in the way of everything. All right. Let's get to sewing. Hopefully this machine actually puts up with it.
Donatello and Venus, since we were settled with magic in this series anyway. But, of course, this is handled the way the Next Mutation handles everything. Be as juvenile as possible.
You need to open up that digital brain of yours to the supernatural.
You mean they killed a bunch of endangered animals to make this stuff? That bites.
We keep failing to prevent mass murder and savage mutilation. That bites.
There's another ingredient. Turtle
Gotta
eggs.
rethread this again.
Is
My
this
machines are just being picky today.
Oh, I guess we care more now because turtles are involved. Meanwhile, the dragons have a training course set up. Are we accomplishing anything with this scene?
Why are we so
It doesn't
stuck?
make the dragons
Jeez.
seem like a bigger threat.
Okay.
There's no new story info, and it's not amusing. There's someone looking over some garbage. I relate to that so much right now.
A new way, Leonardo. A new way.
What do you want?
You need to create a new way.
Yeah, just keep saying a new way. That's so deep.
There we
man.
go.
It doesn't even have to mean anything.
A new way. A new way.
Leonardo mumbled
90s
nonsense in his sleep makes Raphael
reference.
go for an angry motorcycle drive. And this time they're not looking through the mouth. We are blatantly shown the eye holes under the mask here.
Okay, a new way. What's he talking about? A new way would be to take action.
So hearing Leo's sleep talk has given Raphael the idea they should be proactive against the dragons. Like he was saying last episode. What a new way.
We bust them in half. Good plan, huh? We're a family. Why are you trying to destroy them?
How does stopping evil dragons who are grinding up animals and eating people wreck your family? Also, it kind of seems like
I got another loose thread in there.
to throw away any sense of family in order to hit on Venus, Leonardo. Raph's attitude makes Leo
Alright, let's try this again.
Forgets how to close his mouth and they have a stick fight. It's so intense, it makes white flashes happen. Also, this is a serious scene. We're gonna cut the cartoon sound effects, right?
Doing?
Of course. We need to find a new way. We need to find a new way. A new way? We need a new way, Raph.
You can keep saying a new way all you want. It doesn't mean anything. There's no radical change up in the way the turtles operate after this. It really is just pretending to be deep, but having nothing to say.
It's time for us to grow.
Holy shit, I wish that were true.
We have collected all bones necessary to arm each and every one of us.
So while Leonardo and Raphael have been fighting over what Leo's nonsense adventures at bedtime mean, the dragons have been on a super murder spree. They must have hit up every zoo in the New York area, or furniture emporiums for this. And despite Dragon Lord complaining that the turtles keep tracking them somehow, this, I guess, went totally unopposed.
I
What was
think I'm ready to sew now. Hopefully this machine will work.
Probably downloaded on purpose, bother catching the dragons these times.
All we need now is dolphin skull.
You need dolphins what?
Dolphin skull.
That's terrible.
This is, of course, my
Oh,
last
God.
choice after trying every bookstore in New York. So coming back from this commercial break, there's an odd difference with the UK DVD edit. The Jetix version has this overhead helicopter
Let's
shot
see
going
if
around
this
New
machine
York,
will put up
while
with this
the Shout
fabric.
version is just one of the many Times Square shots they keep using. The flying shot is a lot neater, but it does have the Twin Towers in it, which is likely why this got switched out.
Oh boy, yep,
Probably
yep.
bring some reruns closer to the tragedy rather than done for the DVDs.
Yeah.
Donatello gets frustrated why he can't figure out any scientific reason why the dragon super potion actually works, and he asks Venus about a mystical reason.
I don't know how it works. This thing does not have white chi. It does not have black chi. It has no chi.
Shoulda known. It's one of those classic no-chi potions.
Oh, so you don't really know.
No.
The dragon alert. Guess we just missed the last several of those.
Shotgun! Hooray!
The dragons are out to kill a kid. Definitely the time to be morons.
Oh, we're stuck again?
Ladies first.
And
Why are my machines being so picky today?
Ninja's power flows through it.
Wow, thanks, Splinter. That's about as useful as we need a new one.
no matter what kind of teeth you have brushed, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B.
We are Shadow Warriors. Forget it.
Why? It's like the show goes out of its way to undermine itself. This isn't even a funny situation. Why the dumb music?
We move in silence.
Yes, silence.
You know how to do it?
With all the goofy sound effects.
Michelangelo just have serious brain damage in this series.
Be very afraid. Fear is an excellent distraction.
What did you just say? Fear's in the mind. The spiders are placebo.
If this potion is just a placebo, why did they make the ingredients so hard to get on themselves? And it's not made clear if Wick knew what he was making was just a placebo or not. I'd say if he did know that he's just making up that these were the ingredients in it to make this potion sound legit, but Donatello analyzed it and saw it did have these ground up animal components in it. And if they knew they didn't really need them, it wouldn't really make sense for them to be out on these missions to get the ingredients.
It's psychological.
So the spider.
Psychological warfare.
Lay braids! You know those pretty little bug brooches you're wearing? They're just ugly jewelry.
Which really goes with your ugly cheap mask faces. So, really, why did we lower the stakes for the final act of this opening story? The fourth part felt pretty fillery as it was, but now it and part of the fifth episode episode have been relegated to the dragons wasting time on a potion that does nothing.
Everyone in the pool!
Raphael jumps in the pool.
This one's called the duck. Like quacks.
I love being a turtle!
Yes, thanks. I do remember that from the movie. But it makes more sense because Michelangelo actually used a turtle ability instead of just tripping someone.
God, I love being a turtle!
I'm gonna crack your shells and feast on your insolent guts.
If there's
Lovely.
one thing they established
Tasty.
in this five-parter, it's that the Dragon Lord sure loves his food.
Fishy.
They hit me, I give up.
Yeah!
Most of the time, all I can see is how different we are. I wonder if maybe we're all different pieces of the same puzzle, and there is a new way.
Did they just tack this Leo epilogue onto the end here to try and make it feel like anything meaningful happened? Here's an idea. Maybe you should have written a story that actually would have done that on its own. For the last part in a five-parter, we sure barely did anything. Most of this episode was dinking around, blabbing on about nothing. Speaking of, the biggest idiot of this episode was Leonardo. He just kept saying, "We need a new way," like it meant something. Then they just went out and did things the old way, but he said it was the new way. Also, his crappy leadership apparently led to a massive slaughter just so the dragons could have sugar pills and ground up animal spider form. The most notable thing in this episode was the Leo and Raph fight, but that was over what? Determining what Leo's mumbling in his sleep meant? But at least they came to the conclusion that doing the same thing was a new way. And when you look at East meets West as a whole, it is a disjointed mess. It quickly sweeps away Shredder, the Turtles' most recognizable villain, so they can introduce dragons from Dreamland whose ultimate goal is to make a placebo medicine. Next time on Next Mutation, Dragon Lord gets a magic stick and has a Dragon Ball Z fight with Venus.
Surely you jest.
Don't call me Shirley.
Welcome to Ninja Turtles A New Way. Rejoin the Turtles
New Way.
while meditating.
Alright. I gotta flip this right side out and see if I need to fix anything, which I probably do, because I felt some puckers come up as I was going. Although I had to do a couple puckers on purpose, because this thing is not cooperating.
New advanced breast enhancement.
I also need to trim that so it starts spraying all over the
Cosmetic
place.
surgery specialist.
Their surgeons are experts. Plus, they're techno.
Pretty new.
In old days, there existed a magical staff.
Remember in the show at least felt a little bit more like Ninja Turtles? The first two episodes with Shredder and the foot in them? Well, the Jetix DVD cover for this episode certainly does, as they make it look like Shredder is part of the plot. Spoiler, he's not.
The time has come to reach out to a blast.
Oh, yeah. As an aside, Dragon Lord can literally reach into the past to grab a staff from an old bad wig man. Yeah, we're just gonna throw casual time travel in there, even though that raises a lot of questions. Like, why wouldn't Dragon Lord use this to kill the turtles while they were young, or even prevent the dragons from being banished to Dreamland in the first place? Nah, he's just gonna use his time manipulation to grab a magic stick.
I want the magic stick!
Give it to me, you old man. It's mine.
Why is this disruption in time a super
Alright, where... There it is.
Why does Next Mutation insist on making everything stupid? And of course, we get no explanation.
Put
of
the
Dragon
sleeve
Lord's
on here and
breath
see how it
time
fits.
Travel. It's just something he does, apparently, in this episode. The time travel stuff could have been part of the pilot plot instead of being about placebos, but nah, clearly Next Mutation knows best.
There's been a disturbance.
In the
Force?
Dragon fall down.
Dragon fall down.
I've reached back into time and stolen the sacred staff of Bukai.
Just in case you didn't realize how stupid what just happened was.
I sense a new evil in the world.
Maybe it's just the garbanzo beans I had for lunch.
Yeah, take the piss out of the plot before the intro. Wouldn't want this to feel even slightly serious. Also, comparing the shot after the intro to the Jetix one.
Oh my
we see
god.
another
It
New
is
York
very
footage
tight now.
replacement. Originally, there was a kind of dynamic shot under the Brooklyn Bridge, which has been replaced by another skyline shot because the original one had the Twin Towers in it.
A dish made of fish is delicious if you wish.
This is how you keep your audience. Have Michelangelo
I gotta
sing about
trim
the fact he made fish.
The excess
Okay,
fabric in there. Hopefully that'll make enough room.
We're gonna rename you Obi-Wan Shinobi from now on. We're just gonna change your name all the time.
There has been a disruptance in the chi pool.
The chi pool, huh, Venus?
Raphael jumps in the pool.
The magic wrath.
About as much as I believe in the tooth fairy.
Well, you know what they say, seeing is believing, and Raph has seen magic several times at this point, so of course he still doesn't believe it. Damn! Venus magics up Raph a bit, including an actual vanish spell instead of the kind of hypnosis style one she used on the dragons a couple episodes ago. Her powers are whatever they decide they are each episode, I guess.
Outstanding, Venus.
I didn't care for the magic as it goes against my science, but I love it now. Who am I?
Who am I?
Venus, that was an excellent demonstration.
Enough of this excellent stuff. What am I talking about?
By manipulating light chi energy.
Everything doesn't have chi, you idiots. Chi is supposed to be the energy from life.
I want to learn how to do that.
First, you need to learn to scrunch up your face.
Yeah, sure. Scrunching your face is the best way to reflect light.
Is this fish on?
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in 170 pounds of pure gray matter.
Why did the fish give his voice an echo? Why is this happening? Why?
Yeah.
Dip in the chi pool? I don't have my trunk, so you have to promise not to pee. Unless, of course, you can't help yourself.
Oh my god. That's bad.
Good thing they aren't related. Otherwise, it'd be weird that Michelangelo told Venus to view his cock out of nowhere.
Gross.
The shinobi is growing in the way of the Satan with each passing day. We must strike while she's young and weak.
The only way to do that is the stick, not reaching into the past and get her there. The staff of Bukai is kind of like a magic reflector, and if we overlook the insane way he got it, it wouldn't actually be a bad idea to give them a way to kind of nerf the Venus magic a little. But we aren't going to follow through on this because this show is stupid. Then we see Purple Hood without his mask. Gross. Put the stupid
Put it
mask
back.
back on. You know, I mean, the mask over your other mask. Which, of course, he does by the next time he speaks, because that stupid face doesn't have any animatronics. Dragon Lord sends Purple Hood off with the staff to kill
I
Venus.
am making a
ends up being
mess.
completely pointless as he never encounters Venus while he's holding it. In fact, we never see him holding it again after this scene.
This is the chi energy.
I want to try.
And you can, if you concentrate.
Chi. This is lame. I can't do it.
I tried for 2 seconds.
I tried
give
for 2
up.
seconds,
This is
yeah.
the new way. The way of the quitter. Seriously, why do about as juvenile as Michelangelo.
Here, I'll share my chi pool with you.
Well, they're making the boys seem dumber so that the girls seem smarter. Very common issue with
inspired by Japanese tea
media.
Finest matcha in white chocolate, delicious strawberry pieces.
Well,
Man, I can't believe she tricked me.
This makes me almost as
You
angry as
can't.
that time Leo muttered a new way in his sleep.
She made it look like a jerk. It was too easy for her to beat me.
You allowed yourself to fail, Raphael.
Don't get all ninja master on me.
I hate Splinter.
Seriously, why is Raphael telling his ninja master not to get all ninja mastery on him? Usually Raphael has a deep respect for his rat gang, but I guess it's a better take to just make him an ass to all.
I am here, my son.
Okay, fine. She distracted me with an amateur magician.
You were distracted by Venus, this is true, but it wasn't her chi pool act.
Is Splinter saying Raph was horny? You don't constantly need this shit.
The rank are as stupid as there are dangerous.
Yeah, it's pretty rank, all right. Really, though, dumb name. I as well call the dragons the placeholders.
Placeholders.
Like you don't
Nice.
see that.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
I hate Splinter.
Why would Splinter...
Wiggle,
think
wiggle,
that
wiggle.
his
Yeah, it's
story
getting on there
would
faster
work,
now.
Though. Splinter shouldn't be this dumb. Did Purple Hood shove that staff up his ass?
I'm not leaving you with these fire-breathing.
As I say, warn the others.
Splinter sends Raph off like they're going to need some more help for this battle. Then Splinter just easily defeats them all on his own, so he probably should have just kept Raph around so he'd have someone to watch his back. Yeah, Splinter wasn't being annoying enough before.
Boo.
So, Splinter is just senile in this show,
Right?
right? That's what
Yeah.
we're getting at. It would have been great if the dragons had just shot him while he had his back turned on them for no good reason.
We love being subtle.
This was apparently an important trip the turtles just took. They bought toy planes.
Zoom, zoom.
These aren't toys, they're spy devices. This radio-controlled unit combined with chi energy hooked up to my blah, blah, blah.
That's kind of a good sum up of this show's attitude towards trying to explain anything properly.
So we're gonna blah blah blah. Who cares? Dumb noises.
Don't get so technical, Donnie. I want to go fly this thing.
I have brain damage, dude.
I'm surrounding the plate with tiny holes.
Gee, I never heard. Toys are for playing, not warring.
I've been playing with yourself enough, Cockelangelo.
Echolocation.
Yeah, it's not how they're going to use them at all. They just use them as little chi bombs.
G-bomb.
It's a dorky invention, Donnie.
I want anything to help us survive the dragons. I want to die. I'm useless, but at least I'm not a dork.
We've got a rip.
These shows are starting to blend in with each other.
The rat possesses a powerful weapon. What did he use? Kind of broom handle thingy.
Or,
A broom
you
handle
know,
thingy?
the staff, kind of like the thing you idiots are using in this episode.
Of course, look out! They're using echolocation on us. This mechanical bird has been treated with chi magic. Draw the magic user to us by reversing the flow.
Sounds like a load of horse shit. So because this is the next mutation, it works.
Yo,
Squishy, squishy, squishy.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, this thing is being finicky.
A stupid thing to do. Are you laughing yet? Dragon Lord uses the staff to bring Venus to them, but they were apparently right in front of the entrance to the turtle's lair anyway, so that kind of seems unnecessary.
If it isn't
We're
Calling
just
her
gonna
one of
keep
the
changing her
oldest
name.
lived turtles that we know of an insult?
What do you want to do after lunch? A movie, maybe a little golf, and then I say we stop the wreck.
Remember how we didn't know if we could beat these guys at all a couple of episodes ago? Now they're a joke. Like the show.
Whoa.
May I have this dance?
I'd be delighted.
Exactly.
This is ourselves. Use the stuff. Turn her magic against her.
Is he telling himself to do that?
I'm using your magic against you.
Boo ha ha ha.
So let's just stand here. This does seem pretty bad. How are the turtles going to get out of this situation where Venus can't use her magic? Magic, of course! She'll just use it anyway! Somehow! Which just teleports the dragons back home? Teleport them to Oblivion? Or at least
Oblivion.
Dreamland again? You know the dragons are gonna eat more people. Their deaths are on you, Venus. Then Splinter shows up. He got lost in the sewers after his geriatric battle. Also, I guess this means Raphael just completely forgot to bother telling anyone that Splinter was fighting the dragons earlier. Then we have another edit to remove the Twin Towers, but this time they still use the same shot they did originally, just someone went in and modified it to remove the towers. I mean, I kind of get why they did it, but it seems extra weird to go and do this.
And you know where you can put your useless stuff of the cash.
Dragon Lord seriously just threw the staff back into the past. That thing was a bit of an advantage until Venus just somehow used magic anyway, but I guess if it didn't work once, it's garbage. The biggest idiot of this episode was Dragon Lord, though it was really close between him and Flash or Michelangelo. Dragon Lord edged it out, though.
Almost there.
Some time travel.
Oh my god.
Didn't give any reason
I did
why
not
he
expect this video to be just me resetting my sewing machines and pulling this sleeve onto the chainsaw.
Next time on Next Mutation, we get introduced to the turtles' greatest enemy, Bone Steel.
So, when you're traveling with 3 kids and pretty much everything they own, it matters where you stay. Book your summer stay now. Hilton, for the stay.
Lemonade is changing insurance, starting with
Wiggle, wiggle.
The staff of Bukai is the perfect instrument to destroy a single being.
And then yoink.
Not that kind of instrument, Rick.
We open All in the Family with the turtles randomly complaining, followed by the stock getting the turtle Humvee and cycle ready shots. You know, despite all that new way talk, I'm getting slightly suspicious that there is no new way. And just where was it so important that the turtles had to go by risking exposing themselves as they drove around on the streets? Well, to another section of the sewers to jog, of course.
Can we go home already? We've been jogging for hours.
Yes, they had to drive somewhere else to jog.
In the sewers.
By the way, there's some questioning of the Next Mutation episode order. I don't know. I'm going with the one that was on the Turtle Wikia and Wikipedia. IMDb has a completely different episode order with different episodes airing on the same air dates listed. I don't know. They're both user-generated lists, so I just chose one to go with.
I'm interested in staying in
So close. Come on.
So am I.
Was that supposed to be said in a suggestive way or something? It just sounded like Michelangelo was legit agreeing about staying in shape. It's one of the few things he said where he doesn't deserve a dope slap.
I officially declare this jog over.
All right, Jay.
That's what I call leadership.
You guys are good.
I could go another zap.
That's lap.
What a swinger!
Hey, Donnie, how's the face feel?
It feels fine.
Well, it's killing me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the confusing comedy stylings of Leonardo with his unprovoked insults. What a leader.
Pizza. Somebody's got pizza.
So, Michelangelo follows his nose to
That
the
mask is
taste
so
of
creepy.
This episode's moronic plot.
When the swoop hits your nose like a palm 30 close, that's goes pizza.
Yes, it's the most overused stock sound ever. Seriously, I think 90% of the times in movies and TV shows when they open the metal gate or door, it's this sound effect.
This place is pizza positive.
Pizza positive
Righty.
dipshit.
Give this time to stretch out.
This room is
And
creepier
work
than
on the teeth
other
of the chainsaw.
rooms 'cause, oh no, there's a ladder. Oh, and they eventually find a turtle in a cage.
Something is very wrong here.
I smell pizza. Quiet.
Brain dead.
Oh, it's cute.
He's a female.
She ain't coming with us. We already have a female crowd joint.
Let's leave this turtle to die because I'm a sexist asshat. Funny?
Pizza. I call this pizza peeping.
This
That's
is
not
our
what I want.
introduction to the terror that is Bone Steel, a doofus bounty hunter who makes sewer deals for illegal turtles. Bone Steel is supposedly human, but Scott McNeil seems to have been told to play this weirdo as over the top as he can. What it probably reminds me the most of is Edgar the Bugman from Men in Black, which does seem apt, as Bone Steel also seems like he's only pretending to be human.
I'd love to listen to your hunting stories, but I got a business to run here. I'll give you 500 American for it.
So, of course, the turtles are able to spy on Bone Steel's wheeling and dealing BS, but they didn't hear the turtles down there not being quiet at all a few seconds ago.
Listen to me, you sweat stain. I
Sweat stain.
and I just learned my name this morning.
Turtles, berries.
Think by that I mean crouch in the corner and hope he doesn't look there. Oh, wow, he
Okay.
found us. Somehow. What ninjas we are.
How I got here? Well, when you get a taste for something different is all.
Yeah, that's right. A crappy CG deer head transition. Are you impressed? I don't know what's supposed to be going on during that transition either. Apparently the idiot turtles just stood there like the morons they are while Bone Steel got out this stupid contraption. And yes, Bone Steel really isn't faced at all by these giant talking turtles. He just immediately goes into hunt the mode because he's a wonderfully written character. Ah, Leonardo's sword is also scissors now. What a cool change. I love everything they do in this show. Oh, and they horizontally flip this shot so it fits the scene continuity better, which is given away by Leo's reverse L.
Who would Sam Houston learn fencing lessons from the same people who directed me to act out this character this way?
Why are
Really,
we
though,
getting
if you just saw
stuck?
him in this, you'd think Scott McNeil couldn't act, and that's really not the case. Bone Steel Man just to get the little turtle back, because that's the most valuable thing here, but obviously it's going to be a real challenge to get the turtle back from him. Just kidding, they do it immediately.
What are we gonna do with a baby turtle?
We're not going to make an ashtray, that's for sure.
And neither of us are going to open our eyes, that's for sure. Though Batman and Robin is still playing, so it might be a good idea to keep their eyes closed.
Look, she likes me.
She doesn't like you. She likes the sushi on your breath.
No, I hate sushi.
Dialogue having meaning is so overrated.
I could thank
I
myself.
gotta switch back to the other machine. This is too thick for this
Jumbo
one.
critters based on what? I don't know. You think they'd be worth a lot more than that, but I'm a short-sighted, barely human deathway.
This is a Mondo mistake. Mondo, cool. I say we let her go and book.
You can't leave her in the sewers, she'll perish.
Hey, life's tough. We survived the sewers.
Yeah, there's no difference there, Raph. Why the hell are they making him such an asswipe?
Where's a bucket of ooze when you need it?
Why do I get the feeling the main reason Michelangelo is suggesting that is because he's a horny turtle?
Joking about the ooze isn't funny. Mutation is serious stuff. Hey, it worked for us.
I beg to differ. Anyway, I guess Bone Steel has somehow tracked the turtles with his calculator?
I gotta tell you, it's truly a very big thrill. Shooting you is gonna be another. And how else would I shoot you but with a float?
How does that make sense?
I don't know, and I don't care.
Ultrasound!
Oh no.
Ultrasound.
We'll find out Michelangelo's pregnant.
My thought splitter singing in the shower was brutal.
I hate Splint!
Jeez, even when Splinter's not there, they're still ragging on him. Though it's probably deserved. Wow! Damn you!
Shell ejection. You like slam dancing?
It's rodeo time. If you want to see the Ninja Turtles dumber than you could ever imagine, don't miss the Next Mutation.
Oh, look, Raphael's now in fast motion. Is this good action? No. Is this funny? No. What are we accomplishing? The answer is still no.
You follow us and you're walking in your own grave.
Yeah, there's no mood whiplash at all going from zany sped-up footage, cartoon sound effects crapstick to death threats. Now, for some unknown reason, Venus sets the box with the little turtle down and it gets out, and somehow no one notices but Bone Steel. So, oh no, he has the little turtle again. Is this going to be a big deal this time? No. They pretty easily, almost immediately take the turtle back again. What is
Why
the
are we
point
doing
of
this?
anything? Oh, by the way, Raphael whined about having to go and save the turtle because he's just a complete dickweed this episode.
I ain't going back there to find her. I'm tired of fighting.
It might have been nice to have an excuse to run away from the endless fighting.
Why are we messing with a baby turtle anyway?
We are trying to help her. We have to get her back.
We also have to sound rather awkward.
Thoughts?
Thoughtless.
Do I really need to say anything there?
Humans stink.
The human's hunger for turtles as a food is growing every day, which causes serious depletion in the wild turtle population.
Oh, don't you dare try to have a message in the steaming load of an episode, you garbage TV show!
A significant number of baby turtles die as pets.
As I said, humans stink.
Not all humans.
Yeah, hashtag not all humans, Raph. So, before the turtles easily yank the turtle back, get this.
You've been a very naughty girl. Oh, Bone Steel's got a good mind to take off your shell and spank your little bum.
I don't know what he's getting at. I don't want to know.
I don't
what
want
he's
to know.
getting at.
Anyway, yoink.
Another invite? Why is everyone getting married at the same time? What about the ranch theme back? Which of these weekends works best with my family? totally get.
Easily defeated again.
I don't think so, dude.
Give me that margarita.
Daddy's coming.
Oh, Bone Steel talks to his gun. He's a real sledgehammer.
I'm on suspension. Looks like you can't keep a good man down, huh? Or me either.
This guy's pathetic.
You guys are pathetic.
Bone Steel gets easily defeated yet again. Are you noticing a pattern here?
Let's move in closer.
What are you doing? I'm acting like a normal turtle. You know, so she feels like she has a friend. Man, it's tough on the elbows.
1, you have elbow pads. 2, you aren't even on your elbows. Anyway, so Mikey doesn't feel like a lonely jackass. Leo and Raph decide to join him. They have plenty of time to just dick around. I mean, it's not like there's an unhinged ass a couple of feet away. It's almost like this episode is repeating itself. Anyway, Bone Steel has another turtle again. I'm sure this time will be a big deal. Oh, Paisley defeat Bone Steel this time with lame wordplay. Yes, really.
Yes,
What about the
really.
rest of us?
This hardly seems fair.
No, you stupid animals. All of you.
You, as in you, not you as in me.
Right.
Then I can go. That means to me that me, as in me, meaning not you, can split.
It hurts.
Give me the turtle. You can split.
Thanks.
Did people like this?
I too once held some baby turtles I found in the sewer.
Yeah, but we made a new enemy.
And a weird.
No! You stupid show! You can't act like Bone Steel is a serious threat at the end of the episode when he's a complete joke and defeated by words confusing him!
He'll be hunting us.
Yeah, good sum up.
Bleh.
Anyway, we see with all the mad cash Bone Steel's been raking in with his illegal hunting BS, he's landed a ripped up tent in a shanty town or something. Pretty sweet. And at the very end, the Boom Mike makes a cameo. Wow, how's our introduction to Bone Steel? Impressed? I sure hope not. The biggest idiot of this episode was Bone Steel. He oozes stupidity every second
Another
he's on
spike.
the screen, so it's hard not to give it to him, but Mikey and Raph sure were trying for it. Nothing Bone Steel did made any sense, and he seemed more preoccupied with the regular turtle than the mutant one.
Well,
I get
this
this slight
still
bit of
means-
enjoyment out of him just because he's Scott McNeil, but I really wish they hadn't saddled him with a character this dumb. Next time on Next Mutation, Gary Chuck shows up as a gorilla, but probably not the gorilla you wish he was playing.
There we go.
Hey, I've heard of surfing the net. Get it?
We opened the episode Silver and Gold with Pepsi. Apparently Next Mutation didn't care enough to make it generic cola like Knight Rider. It is kind of funny that Next Mutation is just like, we'll show all the logos on our New York B-roll. Anyway, surprise, surprise, right after that we have Michelangelo being an idiot.
A cool dude like me.
Oops, I mean he's being cool. Look at how cool he is.
I'll just cop some sewer rings.
Then there's a few frames of Mikey being frozen. It's really odd when you pay attention to it and have no idea why they edited it this way. Some gangsters blow by on four-wheelers, apparently completely uninterested in the mutant turtle they almost ran over. I guess they're drunk as they immediately crash right after this, seemingly due to nothing.
This is the police. Put your hands up.
Thanks, Gary Chuck. We'll be hearing more of you in a second. Ha ha, random fast motion. He's so
Oh,
funny.
I still
Frank,
missed it.
check underneath.
This is how the punks have been escaping through the sewers.
He's not even properly hidden and he's over there laughing it up like a jackass. Why is he this stupid? This has seriously gone to Dingo Pictures levels here, too, with him doing the head bop laughing for no good reason.
Stinks down. Let's move out.
I'd rather let all the criminals go than have to chase them somewhere stinky.
Well, they're a couple of feet away. I guess it's safe to come out now.
I'm alone. Good. I give up, don't shoot. I'm just a little turtle.
Cool your jets, kid. You want the fuzz back?
So, here we go. It's Gary Jock as a silverback gorilla, and he was doing this during Beast Wars. I wonder if he was ever worried about this being a very odd typecast.
Are you from the sewers? I mean, did you get down into the talking news?
Do I look like I'm from the sewers? My family was the pride of the Himalayas.
Instead of having him be a mutant like the turtles, which would make them fit a lot better in their world and give them a more interesting relation to each other, they just make him some random gorilla man from the Himalayas. I guess we really shouldn't be surprised that Next Mutation would take the dumbest route available.
When did the others find out?
You keep this little encounter under your shell, kid, or it's curtains, you dig?
If you didn't want to be seen, then why did you...
Everyone we love dies. It's not great for the Tinder bio.
Leo's working hard, growing. Pampers is working hard, keeping him dry. Only Pampers Swaddlers has a Keep Dry liner to keep his skin drier. Pampers, the #1 brand for sleep. Now,
Walk up to the turtle bozo who was unaware of you.
Certified turtle.
I'm just saying that for absolutely no reason now.
Dude, Monkey's talking apes!
Oh no, Mikey's tripping on food poisoning.
A talking monkey!
I don't know what you've been eating, but I want some.
So because both of these lines reference drugs slightly, I guess, is why they were cut from the Hero Turtles version.
Talking apes! Oh no! Not sunbathing, right? A talking monkey!
Cops in the sewers? They don't sell donuts down here.
Anyway, Silver and his gang definitely make me think someone had Dick Tracy on the mind while coming up with this crap.
I wasn't always like this. I didn't used to be greedy.
See, you thought he was going to talk about not being a gorilla man before, but no. He's just a gorilla man from the Himalayas who came to New York to run a gang because he wanted money.
When you're the last of your kind.
Oh, yeah, now it makes sense because he's the last of his kind. Let's just throw that in too.
That's a bundle banana split, dude.
So, the big talking ape inspired me. The next heist is likely to take place at one of these two banks.
So, we're ninja. Not the Power Rangers.
Cute reference, Savon. Also, this is cut in the Hero Turtles line because I guess the UK couldn't handle being reminded of Power Rangers.
So, we're ninja. Fight the crime fighting to the bone. The path is one of non-confrontation.
You know what? That doesn't seem like a new way at all, Leonardo. Splinter tells Leo to shut it, though, and that the police being near their home means they need to go do the vehicle stock footage scene.
Yo, Geek Boy.
That's team leader. Hey, Doofus.
Why are they constantly dicks to each other for no reason? Insane in the membrane. Shut. Wait a second. Kick some Hunter butt? That's not the right butt, dummies. And is Hunter referring to bone steel and they were just too lazy to change this?
I'm going in.
You blow a cover, knucklehead.
So Michelangelo just jaunts onto the scene right in front of vehicles and stuff.
Nobody.
Sorry, mister. I thought you were someone else.
Mikey's anti-stealth lands him into a confrontation with the cops, and they even draw their guns on him, which seems odd given the maturity of this show.
Let the guy go. And put your hands up.
I'm only slightly off put by this.
Your car, it's escaping.
Oh, I wish. Now, both cops go chasing the car because they are not New York's finest. Anyway, this guy duped Mikey because he always needs to be the biggest idiot ever.
This place is crawling with turtle freaks. More turtles? New York is getting so weird.
Whoa, see that?
No,
I didn't.
Because he didn't actually add an explosion visual.
Rat, look, the snooks.
That's crooks, not snooks.
What a swinger! They're sucking money. Humans are so greedy.
Feel like Batman.
Yo, turtle freak. What really sucks is that in this comic book, the bad guys win.
Batman is a comic book character, unlike any certain mutant turtles. And based on the Power Rangers erasing, you'd think the Batman reference would be removed as well, but no, it stayed in the Jetix version. However, they cut the rest of the line, so now the gangster just laughs at nothing.
Feel like Batman.
Yo, turtle freak.
And now it's time for Silver's money crotch cannon.
So I blow a little cash.
You know, the whole reason we're here. Why wouldn't I? Nothing. Dumb.
Your mission was to deflect interest away from the sewers.
The police just suspect a sewer-dwelling gang of oddly disguised criminals.
Hey, remember when we had a female reporter friend?
Nah.
And yikes, I guess there's been some real cutbacks at the New York news station.
Oh, sure. Blame the orange guy.
I almost forgot the word guy.
I know where the Apes gang is going to strike next.
Bananas are us.
Bananas!
New York's Fort Knox.
If I hadn't have literally blown all our cash from the last heist, maybe we wouldn't have to do another one right away.
Most of the United States gold reserves are being held right here in New York City.
You know what? In Next Mutation world, this makes perfect sense.
Turtles are like pistachio nuts.
Silver's gang is going to hit the temporary reserve, which is almost directly above us.
Of course it is. Of course.
The bad guys' escape route will take them right through our living room.
Sure, they just drove off from the last heist, but they'll definitely go underground for this one.
We have but one regrettable choice.
To move.
To move. I'm with Mikey on this one.
Lemonade is changing insurance, starting with the fastest car insurance and saving from day one for a safe, remote mileage driver. Tired of overpaying for car insurance? Get a quote at lemonade.com/car.
I don't think that one's making it.
To extinguish the fire, you must first become
That
the
looks
fire.
really janky.
Okay, then. I'll torch the place.
Apparently, Mikey being this brain dead was too much for the UK censors, so they awkwardly cut out the Michelangelo Pyromaniac line.
You must first become the fire.
I think Splinter is using a metaphor
To stop the thieves from tracking gold dust through our living room,
Never forget the game. We gotta hit him off with the pass, bust him in
Okay, Raph didn't really say that, but it certainly sounded like he was going.
the hit him off with the pass, bust him in the act.
So this Fort Knox is obviously for the turtles to get on their job and enter simply by opening a stupid skylight latch on a chimney. But Michelangelo's bored because he spent 10 seconds not being stupid.
Venus, do your magic.
You think at this point I know that literally since Venus is magic, but no, they're at least trying to lay off of that for a little bit. So Venus just tries to stealth it, but of course some idiot almost gets her caught by dripping mustard off a banana.
System
Oh god, that's terrible.
One, it give me time to send Michelangelo home, but nah, everyone's an idiot. And of course, the gold depository looks like an alleyway with a bunch of used up large spools in it, except for a giant safe over in the corner with no actual guards.
Let's get into position before Silver gets here.
By the way, I don't even know how the turtles know Gorilla Man's name is Silver because he hasn't said it to them. I guess it's like when Leonardo knew May-Pei Chi's new name before they gave it to her. Anyway, Silver shows up, and for some reason, the turtles just hide behind the spools and watch him pop the safe open and capture Venus before they try to do anything. Real good thing they got there first. And apparently at this point, Venus has just forgotten all her magic tricks.
I saw it on the Discovery Channel.
The Discovery Channel mention was also awkwardly cut out over on the UK flip side as it cuts off the end of Mikey's Monkeys Love Swinging line.
Monkeys love swinging.
This is more fun than a barrel of monkeys.
This might make a little more sense if Silver's gang was also made up of gorilla/monkey people, but no, it's not.
It's not.
Silver then says he's gonna blow Venus up in the safe, and again the coward turtles just stand around and watch him lock her in the safe instead of trying to stop him.
Oh, catch me if you want. Shell.
Go back to Blabbermouth priming. I'll say Venus.
Raph unattaches the trailer from Silver's 4x4, and that's them defeated apparently. Silver is just supposed to be so dumb he doesn't notice, and the gangsters just stand there like doofuses.
Thanks you. What? No! No! You shouldn't have left them alone up there.
Yep, she's really dead.
Really
Let that catch
dead.
for about 10 seconds before she comes sliding down.
Federal investigators believe that the nefarious turtle gang did not escape a fatal bomb blast during an attempted robbery.
We have no evidence they died, but we'll assume they did.
The only puzzling question, why would they have tried to rob an abandoned thread factory?
And this was an undercover gold depository, but it was easily discovered online by Donatello. And even though the police must have recovered the gold, that didn't make the news. Sure.
Rumpelstiltskin must have put it all into gold.
Is Michelangelo drunk?
The monkey and it gets funky.
Actually, Silver, you're a gorilla. And wait a
Oh,
second.
this one's
Why does he
shredding
have
too
all
much.
his dudes
Nope.
with them? Useless turtles just let them all go? The biggest idiot of this episode was Michelangelo. He was an
That one's
active
shredding it
hindrance to the
crazy too.
turtles' plans, exposed the turtles to the public and the police. Plus, he wanted to burn their home down. He's become someone who isn't even safe to be on their own, let alone an effective ninja. Next time on Next Mutation, Michelangelo creates a pirate radio station out of the turtle Humvee, and Bone Steel takes over a pizza joint.
Wondering how I got here? Well, when you get a taste for something different, different is all you're looking for.
Tried it. Try different.
Yep, there's no lead up to this or anything. Just suddenly,
He's just
Michelangelo is
there.
running a pirate radio station out of the turtle Humvee. But more importantly, don't forget Batman and Robin is out on June 20th.
It's still out.
Yeah, on the sewer outlet.
Michelangelo, your pirate radio show's awesome, man.
Is this Michelangelo calling
Michelangelo.
Hope you never get busted.
Dude, is the glass half empty or half full for you, man?
Half empty, definitely.
Bam! There it is. You're ready, Chai. Next caller.
Hi, my name's Jenny. My
about drugs.
Your brain must be like really messed up.
Now, if I did drugs, I just sit around wasting my life like all the drooling clowns out there.
So, Mikey is just admitting to his drug addiction then. Well, that is the first step.
Should you get high with stupid? Hey!
Those not watching stuff like Next Mutation Michelangelo is a good way to keep people from drug abuse. And the second caller in the cold open was completely cut off on the Hero Turtles edit because of the drug references, I'm sure. This episode is actually especially hacked up on the UK version as it runs for only $16.32 versus $21.18 on the regular Ninja Turtles edition. Anyway, over at Joe's Pizza, Bone Steel has stripped and gagged old Joe so he can take over the pizza joint. Just on the off chance that the Turtles come by for pizza.
Possibly, yes.
Bone Steel's dreams come true, otherwise this would have been
Did he
a lot
make
of
sure that he
effort
knew
for
which one was
nothing.
their favorite?
And I guess Brain Dead Angelo is just walking into pizza joints completely undisguised.
Up next on the sewer hour.
Oh, good.
Not
he's
even a
still
trench coat.
broadcasting.
Come
My
on.
favorite radio stations always have segments where the hosts go out for lunch.
Kick back and dig on the squishy, squashy sound of the sweet, wet noise I make when chowing pizza.
Oh no.
Yeah, no joke. Michelangelo's gonna
That sounds
broadcast
terrible.
himself eating on the radio. And he seriously wants us to believe that he is not currently wasting his life away. Right.
If you got a minute, I'd like to show you my oven.
Can't stay.
I call Honey Doris the Decapitator.
It said he just wish he would decapitate Michelangelo.
For your listeners, you're all tied up.
I think animals have a right to live in peace.
Michelangelo manages to kick Bone Steel enough that the rope around his wrist just falls off. You know how that works.
Give me an idea. I'm gonna do something for once.
Oh,
For once.
Michelangelo's gonna do something for once. Guess he was really admitting how many drugs he's been on previously. So, do something. Of course, he does not mean try to bring Bone Steel to justice at all, because he just leaves him to crime it up again. Guess he's just getting tied right back up. I mean, that is if Bone Steel doesn't kill him now, he knows what his face looks like. Good job, hero. The next scene of good old Village Cigars is cut right out of the Hero Turtles version, and all it really does is set up the stupid Clockwork Orange ripoff gang. Because, you know, we really need another moronic element with Bone Steel already in the episode.
Let's rock till we drop in the first annual all-night animal rights raid here in the 8th Street District.
Nobody raises money in this neighborhood. Tune in Michelangelo's program.
You hate Mikey's show.
I don't hate Michelangelo.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I forgot. I do hate Michelangelo.
So Michelangelo turns this random animal rights fundraiser into a costume party, mostly so the turtles can get away with being there, I suppose. Because, you know, they need a cover for a party, but it's perfectly fine to be a mutant turtle to go buy pizza.
The sewer hour is proud to announce we found the perfect place to party.
Does Splinter have a giant nest egg saved up for Michelangelo to blow on this abandoned factory just to throw a fundraiser in it the one time? The scene where Mikey finds the warehouse was a UK cut because empty warehouses are offensive or something?
Ah, great. That means we'll have to help them.
Why is Leonardo's role just to complain about having to do anything? Is that the real new way? Though, of course, they should be upset at Mikey for this, because it's a bad idea for mutant turtles that are trying to keep their identity secret to host a fundraiser, not just because they want to be lazy.
What is a rave?
The party.
Not to be confused with the confusing rage party. I guess everyone angrily parties.
What kind of animal will you show us?
I don't know. Maybe a turtle?
I am not sure I want to meet the human race face to face.
Venus has never come face to face with a human before.
Animal rights raid. Kick off at midnight.
Every rights an animal has is the right to shut up and get shot.
Bone Steel it time to go home and tune into Michelangelo's apparently all-night wasting fuel radio show, but couldn't be bothered to get the spaghetti off him.
You are brilliant, Mikey.
Well, so much for Donatello being the smart one in this series.
Who better to raise money to protect the animals than the animals?
You and the humans will be together in the same room.
Correct.
I need a nap.
I need a nap.
You help it out one way. This rave was your idea. Principal media. These crates weigh more than your ego.
Poor Raph. So simple-minded. An artist is never appreciated in his own time.
Well, if I could skip the ads, I would. Yeah, there we go.
Glad the turtles just have unlimited funds for Mikey's BS.
Lights.
Why does anyone help this asswipe? Turning the lights on is another cut that I can't understand why they bothered making on the Jetix version.
Trippy enough for you?
Trippiest? Uh-oh, that's a slight drug reference, so that's a UK cut. So, of course, the police show up to bust Mikey for his pirate radio station. Just kidding, that'd be too useful, so they're still
That'd
off
be too
chasing
useful.
their car. The Clockwork Apple gang show up to whine about the turtles having a party on their turf, like we're supposed to believe anyone
Oh, I
cares
came
about
so
these losers
close to
enough
getting
let
that
them think
right.
that they
It's
control
just a little
sections of
fuzzy
the
left. I
door.
gotta fold
We're
that
just
back.
here to scope you out. It's good. We take a cut of the door. Like all of it.
Speaking of cut, part of this interaction is a UK cut where Raph and the gang start getting heated at each other.
Come on, boy. I ain't your boy.
The UK edit just makes it seem like Leo's really excited about getting his ass kicked.
If your scene's a waste of our time, we ice you.
Come on in, dudes.
Those turtle suits are pretty sad, man. Looks like you've been ripped off.
I don't know if it's really a great idea
To
to
point that
choreograph
out?
turtles' costumes crappy.
The eagle has landed. Yesterday left me so very long ago. I am the phoenix risen from the ashes of rage.
That's right. This really is about to be a rage party. Now, another couple of UK edits remove sections of the partying going on at Mikey's rage party, which sounds pointless at first, but it seems they cut these parts because they kept having these annoying flashes, which wouldn't be great for anyone epileptic.
Excuse me? Do you turtles like to dance?
Oh wow, I can't believe the future Mrs. Lex Luthor wants to dance with the turtles.
Oh my gosh, I thought I recognized it.
Mix.
So, the show is saying now that this behavior is creepy, but apparently it was okay a few episodes ago when the Ninja Turtles acted like this towards her. But this scene wasn't okay for the PAL territory, and they cut it. Back to more annoying things, bone steel and flashing lights, together at last.
Take those turtles out one by one.
Remember how they dared to act like this guy was a serious threat at the end of his first episode? Now he's Big Bird dinking around a rave, and he's so unimportant Mikey didn't even bother mentioning his encounter with him in the pizza joint earlier.
Great moves. Where'd you guys learn how to dance?
Splinter High.
Speaking of high, I'm so high right now.
Cool. I think my cousin went there.
I'm high too! So, just what is this
Why
episode
did they
trying
put
to say
that one
about
in there?
drugs anyway?
I don't see any issues with this one. Okay. Now that one's shredded too much. I can't fix that one. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump the camera.
Music. I think it's washed. Fire. Those are turtles. Fucks.
Bone Steel goes around shooting people with ropes and nets and stuff, and no one seems to really care because of how clearly sober everyone is. There are no drugs or alcohol at Mikey's rage party.
Now that's something worthy of my bucket.
Okay, so Bone Steel's about to start shooting it up in here, and yet the turtles are being super lax in regards to stopping him.
Well,
I knew we should have got it at the door.
What is that reaction from Raph? It's hard to say he's anything but high as shit right here. In a wondrous bit of storytelling, the Clockwork Clementine group get angry at Bone Steel for 5 seconds until he
That is precisely the reason we're all here tonight. He hunts innocent and endangered animals for sport.
We could have stopped him before, but instead we let him roam free and endangered all of you needlessly.
Why are they applauding?
Shouldn't there be a boo?
I guess.
We raised $1,200 for the animal relief fund.
Of course, it costs more than double that for the warehouse and supplies,
Oh.
so we've accomplished.
Hi, T. Hi, TR. Not sure if you're still hanging out. Sorry, I didn't see your comment earlier. Hopefully you're still hanging out. Can't see the comments when I'm sewing, but I had to check in and see if there were any other comments. Glad to see you're still hanging out with me, TR. Sweet. So, I need to stop bumping the camera. I'm not used to having it at this angle, but we'll get back to it.
Nothing but death.
And then the turtles get the people from the party and turn Bone Steel in for attempted murder. Haha, no, of course they don't. The biggest idiot of this episode was Michelangelo. Yep, again. Bone Steel tried for it a bit, but Mikey's stupidity just outshined the Bone Man this time. For his pointless pirate radio station, walking around in public like a moron, letting Bone Steel go and not telling the other turtles he is around, and hosting a rave which could expose them all, Mikey wins again. Next time on Next Mutation, it's unfortunately time to meet Dr. Queese.
So we won. We won. The Supreme Court just dropped their decision. In the 27 states that passed laws protecting women's sports will be for women again, not men.
If I can get one piece out, let go.
Isn't it, Zach, a totally great party?
Leave me alone!
So over at the World of Science Center in Vancouver,
New York.
This Vancouver landmark is in New York. They're oddly using its exterior for a location where some conference is taking place with their newest moron to the Next Mutation villain group, Dr. Queeth. Oops, I mean Dr. Queese. Whatever.
Scientists of the lecture with this
Wow, they sure do love generic statements of who people are and what they're doing here. I mean, this isn't even polite applause. It's a damn standing ovation for what the basic premise of this event is. Guess old Dr. Queef needs the easiest audience in the universe considering how boring he is. And as you know, people who go to science lectures love dressing in monk robes for some reason.
I, Dr. Cornelius Queens. Oh, now he's telling us his name too?
So
Anyway,
excited.
They made in a shot of Mikey and Donnie as they pan over because they are clearly not in the lecture hall at all.
Listen, but I'm already bored.
You know what? I'm on Mikey's side for once. Queef is probably down there now stating what day it is and the time down to the second. Also, it is moron Donatello for bringing Mikey with him to a science lecture.
You are brilliant, Mikey.
Yeah, Donatello does seem to be slipping lately, doesn't he?
What's he got stuck on his head? Neural implant, direct brain connection to the internet.
Can you imagine wanting the internet in your head? Pretty good sign that immediately Dr. Queese is a crackpot. He'd probably spend all day actually-ing himself or getting into moronic arguments. Also, remember, this is 1997 internet, so inside his head would constantly sound like this.
Yes, I did grow up with dial-up. I remember that noise.
Do we even want to know what it looks like inside Dr. Queese's head? I hope he at least got on Times Square on GeoCities.
And don't forget to sign Dr. Queese's brains guestbook. Donnie, you said there would be babes here.
Why?
There would be
Why
babes.
Donatello possibly tell him that?
I wouldn't even be here if I didn't need funding for my research.
I heard you kicked out of the National Science Academy.
I did this for 2
Okay,
advances today.
kid.
Talking little brains.
When I told them I was talking to them right now by making words come out of my mouth, they said I was mad. And I said, oh yeah, come at me, bro. I'll fight you in real life. Anyway, you might be wondering why Dr. Queese looks like he died a day ago. Wish I had an answer. He just looks like a stupid weirdo for whatever reason. Guess getting an actual older guy to play a scientist was just out of the question. I guess it was also out of the question for them to just use Baxter Stockman instead of whoever the hell Queef is.
I'm emailing him directly into his brain.
Emails go directly to his brain. This guy couldn't be more dumb.
Yeah.
Just gotten a sweet deal on Viagra. I'd be a fool to pass this up. The reason Donnie was interested in old internet for brains is because he has a bunch of theories on mutation. Possibly because he is a mutant, not that the show ever acknowledges that. Dragon Lord and the Rank remember they existed again and show up to capture the Queefster. There's some spots during this with lights and lasers, which have all been cut from the UK version, probably due to the flashing light thing again, but unlike the rave scene in the last episode, this one seems a bit pointless.
No! What with the raid? What with your science geek? I don't know, but we've got to do something.
Anyway, the heroes don't do anything, just watch them get kidnapped and then go back
Oh,
home.
good job.
Goal!
Oh, that's hockey, Venus.
Why is Leonardo so angry about this?
Oh, Venus doesn't know bowling terms. This isn't the new way.
Hole in one?
Let's go.
What a swinger!
Check
So
it
she
out.
knew swinger.
He's an athlete.
Don't care.
I made a touchdown.
Still don't care.
Fool! Donatello is an ass!
We are going on a mission
Shalladella, come in.
to the Dragon Lord's compound.
Okay, in that case, I'm out.
Raph was the one yelling at Leo about being proactive in stopping the dragons. Now he doesn't want to do anything either? What is anyone's character?
The rank, grab some science, dude.
Uh-oh. It's probably lunch by now.
You know, I get that maybe it's not within the turtles' power to have been able to completely stop the rank yet, but when you just have to make flippant remarks like they don't care, it doesn't make them look very good.
Certified turtified.
This is great. People are dying. Let's do catchphrases.
Dr. Queese is the most brilliant scientist in the world.
Wow, that's some world you're living in.
Maybe Dragon Lord can't get the timer on his VCR to work. I can't get the timing of my knife down.
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Yes! Was that a three-pointer or a slam dunk?
Because everyone's personalities are just interchangeable, Venus is being an idiot in the background while something supposedly serious is going on.
Remove the blindfold. Don't let them see you sweat. Try the new hottest fire chicken sandwich at Speedway.
This is an outrage.
That's his reaction to seeing a dragon. It's an outrage.
It's an outrage.
Yes, he's a doofus with the internet in his head, alright.
May I eat you?
Certainly not.
Well, at least Wick was really live about his making queen dinner request. Dragon Lord then does some energy blast out of his hand to Wick because apparently that's a power he's been holding on to for only use in extra pointless situations. So, there's awkward as all hell editing out of Wick wanting to eat Queese in the Hero Turtles edition, so Queese sees Wick and then it comes to nothing.
Untie my hands. Will you
Untie my hands.
will you become
Card says Queese could become food anyway in both edits, so removing the wick bit was extra pointless.
I'm not helping you save Dr. Bizarro. Queese is merely eccentric. Splinter's eccentric. I hate Splint.
What are you talking about?
Donatello goes around trying to convince
Right.
the turtles to do
Now I need to
something
hand
because
sew these.
stopping the dragons from eating people or preventing them from using a mad scientist.
And probably
is
skip out on the
motivation
ones that are
enough,
way too small.
apparently.
The odds are your genius is in Dragon Lord's tummy by now.
I'm short-sighted and callous now.
What do you say, old buddy?
Now, probably the most important edit they ever made over on the UK edition was removing this line from Donatello.
I'll take that as a no.
Pretty offensive. Glad they got rid of that. Dragon Lord's now trying to lure Queef into working for him with a fancy new lab containing flashing lights, used cleaning product bottles, and a reel-to-reel player. It's not much of a pitch, but you have to remember, this guy's brain is on dial-up.
Do something scientific. Thinking.
Go away. The witty banter must have been what kept people coming back.
The difference between the face color and the hand color.
Season run. Back at the other scene of stupidity, the turtles, I guess, just kept going till they went past the point of exhaustion and passed out wherever they were as Donatello is sneaking out.
I'm coming, Dr. Queese.
Stealth, thy name is not Donatello. Good thing he's not a ninja or anything.
Cyber 6000 dissection prototype. I've been told you can plug its controls directly into your brain.
With a composite cord, of course.
I want you to explain.
This one's a little big. I think I'll make it smaller so I don't have
I
to
want that great power of not wanting
get
to
rid of
do
as many
anything
of
all
the
the
small
time.
ones.
We have a shot from the Brooklyn Bridge, but instead this time just using alternate New York footage. This time for the version on the Shout DVD, someone went to the effort of digitally removing the Twin Towers, which is rather eerie as you can still kind of faintly see them there. Anyway, quite out of nowhere, Dragon Lord is
That one's way too small.
in the new lab he gave him. Apparently, he's hoping the turtles would come to save him, despite Dragon Lord not even knowing if the turtles know he has Queese at all, if they even know where this lab is, and if the turtles would even bother coming if they did know all that. And it was
Too
pretty
small.
close to a no on that. Donatello sneaks in
Too
through
big.
one of the machines in
Too
the middle of
big.
the room because that makes the least amount of sense possible.
I think that one's too small.
Look at that reaction to seeing that mutants are actually real.
I'm mutant, Doctor. A real mutant.
Anyway, Donatello likes this moron because he's purple like him. What they say.
Purple.
Meet your heroes.
Dr. Queese, run!
Run from the best equipped lab in the country. I think not.
Queefsters teamed up with Dragon Lord. What a shocking twist that we already
Whoa.
knew.
Oh,
This button.
Why does Donatello have a button that makes his computer blow up? Time for the turtle humpy shots again, and oh, did you want more Splinter telling them to be quiet? And then of course they aren't. It's great every time because Splinter is stupid.
You are shadow warriors. You move in silence.
In silence, right. We haven't seen that this whole show, buddy.
Speeding tickets. Who's like to pay for the speeding ticket?
Sure, we can afford empty warehouses to throw fundraisers in, but speeding tickets are too much.
Anyway, I'm glad Donatello is with them to go save Donatello. When we come back to the lab, we see that he's really changed things up. He's wearing a yellow jacket now, which really brings out color in his rotting flesh. So they're gonna chop up Donatello, which will tell them the secret of honeycomb cereal or something.
honeycomb cereals, great taste.
Much like the turtles, the dragons just fall down and sleep wherever.
Total stealth.
And of course, the moron turtles botch that in 2 seconds.
Think I'm gonna hold shucks.
Also, I don't know how we're supposed to know when that mask that only has its eyes open is awake or asleep. What is the hay in here even for? The dragons weren't even sleeping on it.
Do-do-do-do-do.
The lair is under attack. There are turtles in the dragon nest chamber.
Hey, maybe you should put Purple Hood's mask back on over his other mask so you don't just blatantly show that his mouth doesn't move. Kind of funny, Leo referencing the theme song that has been edited off of this version. And the Genix one that still has it actually completely cut this portion of the battle, making it awkward when Dragon Lord finds one of his men hung up later when that actually happening was cut out.
He's a natural athlete.
What a swinger!
These microbots are designed to harvest
Microbots?
There's no way for your microbots to discern between a normal cell and a mutant one.
So Donatello spends the entire episode saying how smart this guy is, but the moment Queef is actually doing anything scientific, he says he's wrong. Also, why would Donatello have any non-mutant cells?
Weigh the mutant's brain, dissect it.
Dissected brains, yummy!
Yummy.
Anyway, I completely disappeared in the next shot.
Squeeze brain cable.
I wonder if we eat brain cable and then we be smarter in it. So, clearly there was a bit of an animatronics issue with one of Mikey's eyes in this scene. What he truly deserves. We get a nice close-up of the composite cord connection Queese's brain uses, and Mikey plugs in his handheld game to it to control him, because that's how those dial-up brain connections worked back then. That's why most people opted not to have their brain on internet. Any questions?
Any questions?
Hey, now that was a swinger!
My shell hurts.
Does your face hurt?
No. Well, it's killing me.
That job was so good, we had to do it again.
Hey, Donnie, how's your face feel?
It feels fine.
Well, it's killing me.
So, how is your scientific mentor?
It turns out Queez was a swinger.
The biggest idiot of this episode was Donatello. It was pretty close between him and Queez, but Donatello should have known better on a lot of this stuff. I mean, he saw a doofus that looks like he's already dead with the internet in his head and says he's the smartest guy in the world. Also, he purposely brought Mikey to a science lecture and had to blow up the computer button. It's kind of sad when Donatello can earn this title, but that's where we are with Next Mutation now. Next time on Next Mutation, the stakes have never been lower as the Turtles and Silver fight over some random old man's lottery
First
ticket.
chainsaw spike completed.
What's going on around here? Wait!
Everything's under control, Majesty.
I need to look up who did his voice. I think I know who that is, but I gotta double check.
This is probably one of the most pointless and inane episodes of the Next Mutation, which is really
That's saying something,
given
yeah.
what show this is. It's a fight over an old man's lotto ticket. That's the entire plot. To say the stakes are low is quite the understatement. This is also only the second episode to feature Gary Chalk as the gorilla gangster Silver.
Completed.
And his first outing was already pretty sad with the failed robbery of the supposed Fort Knox of New York house in an abandoned spool factory. Also, if you want to call Silver a Yeti because of the Himalayan backstory he gave, go nuts. I tend to go with Gorilla because it seems like his name was a play on Silverback Gorilla, and of the many ape and monkey-related words they use for Silver, Yeti is never one of them. Silver also talks about bananas a lot, which, if you want to believe Yetis exist, I doubt they are getting a lot of in the Himalayan mountains. It doesn't really matter what we call him, though, because nothing about him really makes a lot of sense.
Alright.
Anyway, the episode starts with...
I'm going to take a bathroom break. Y'all remember to hydrate. I'll be right back. And hey kids, we're back. Back to Ninja Turtles and making a chainsaw.
This old coot admiring his lotto ticket, and then suddenly Silver and his gang show up because Yeti or Gorilla Gangsters can just smell winning lotto tickets.
Winning lottery tickets. So ugly. Hey, little boy, leave me alone.
You'll notice all these old man's lines are said when you can't really see his mouth well because he's
That's
very
too
obviously
small.
dubbed over. No speaking line paycheck for this guy.
Give me here, monkey. Poof.
No more door, boss. Speaking of dubbed lines, who said that? This guy? I kind of doubt he sounds like Sylvester the Cat.
It's mine.
You know you could be vaping formaldehyde, which is used in taxidermy. Yeesh.
If you are listening to the cylinder, I am no longer in this world. I fear I've become a prisoner of this machine.
It's mine. You can't have it. You're silver. Silver like silver.
Nice.
The great lotto ticket heist had to get derailed for that wonderful bit of comedy with Silver stealing a flask from the old lotto twin.
Get that ticket, Gramps. You'll never get it now.
So it's more important to this old idiot that the 8-man not get his ticket than him being rich? And with the ticket, they might at least possibly leave him alone after, but now they might as well off the old bastard. But of course, this is the Next Mutation, so Silver is so mad at the old man, he does nothing to him. And just when you thought the lotto plot couldn't sink any lower, the ticket falls into the sewers right to Michelangelo.
I stepped in something.
Should I be sticking right on my mouth?
Breakfast of champions.
Boo ha ha.
A lot of money. I won $112 million.
How exactly are you gonna cash that in, Michelangelo? I guess you could get one of your human friends like April. Oh, never
No,
mind.
wait.
Casey? Oh, never mind. He's not around on this show either. Andre? But does Michelangelo even know him?
That ticket must have landed around here somewhere.
I love Andre on
Silver
the
only has
2003
the weeniest of
series.
wieners in his gang, but I suppose the 8 gangster can't be too choosy.
It's gonna be a lot closer in here when I bite your head off.
Do it! Please! Kill someone! Do something not insultingly stupid! Can you imagine there was something that dark actually happened on this show? Nope, never mind. Back to your regularly scheduled stupidity.
Who's rich?
I am the world's first
Boys,
Billionaire turtle.
I think we found our ticket.
Because ninjas are supposed to be quiet.
So not only does Mikey have no chill about this possible fortune, but he's coming close to exposing the lair to more enemies. Wow.
I can buy 10 jet blades.
Mikey's flipped.
Was there a tiny hint? Mikey lets them know about the $112 million ticket, and they all start thinking of silly things to spend it on, but Leo's is probably the dumbest.
I can open my own dojo. Turtle Fight Ninja Training.
I can start my own ninja clan and completely forget that I'm a mutant turtle.
You think we can fit a monorail down here?
To what end?
For what? Yes.
Hey, big fat boy. Who you calling a chip, chump? I know we're trying to sneak up on the turtles, but everyone has to be an unsubtle moron. I smell lotto tickets. And I smell rotten bananas. I forgot how rude you sewer dwellers are capable of being.
Do you dress like a giant banana on purpose?
Oh man, deep banana.
I lost something. You see, it's just a itty bitty piece of paper.
I found it fair and square.
Finders keepers.
One of my many informants on the street told me about some little old man who had a winning lottery ticket.
So instead of taking the ticket to the lotto commission, the stupid old man just told randos about it and wandered around his apartment looking at it. He deserved to lose it. So Venus now throws balloons filled with glue. Remember when she had magic? I mean, I'm all for them not having her save the day with BS powers all the time, but they're gonna nerf her magic powers. Why didn't that happen in the Staff of Bukai episode so there'd actually be a story reason for it? This is probably one of the worst battles of the entire series, with the turtles somehow losing to Silver's shit for brains goons and just being full of embarrassing moments.
And he's got it.
I hate playing keep away. It is.
Somebody's a little too big for their ugly britches.
It's like some kind of weird nightmare of hairless gangsters.
Mikey
Oh my
is
God.
defeated by Tance losers lightly shoving him.
Bye, Vinny. This isn't over. Do you hear me?
How could they not? They're only a couple of feet away at this point. Go get them, you cowards.
Oh, I'm gonna do it right now.
Bye.
I mean, we could get information out of you, like where Silver's lair is, but nah, let's just have this be a total loss.
I still take it.
Why do you always insist on babbling all at once?
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting Splinter to start reviewing the show.
You would forget about this nonsense.
Are you kidding? That money's more mine than Silver's.
You can never claim it, Michelangelo. You will expose yourself and the rest of us.
So that thought really never crossed his mind. You know, there's a difference between making Mikey kind of carefree and just a drooling moron who can't remember who he is.
If Silver says it is his, so be it.
Though you'd think Splinter might at least think getting the ticket away from the evil gorilla man who is their enemy might be a good idea.
Oh, I just keep bobbing the camera.
Lies aren't going to help the situation, Mikey. We've already seen what you spent money on.
Silver's just gonna.
Oh, King of Kings, if you're still hanging out.
This conversation is over. Start having dinner.
I hate Splinter. If I had that lotto ticket, we could have pizza.
This is, where is his channel name? It's every episode of the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation by that guy. Can you see his username? I don't know if you can. It's spelled Phelan. I'm going to be making a video on every single Ninja Turtle series, and this series is really hard to find for streaming services, and I didn't want to get a DVD, so I'm just watching this guy's review of it.
Hotels.com is where you go to choose from hundreds of thousands of hotels and earn rewards on every stay. It's exactly what it sounds like. Unlike catfish, which is not what it sounds like. When you hear Hotels.com, you think hotel rewards you can use like cash. No blackout dates. Because Because Hotels.com is exactly what it sounds like. Hotels.com. It's all in the name.
Flown in from Italy!
Ah, yes, good use. So then we seriously get a scene of the turtles making dinner. Why did we need this?
Easy with the kinship. You gotta lose a hand.
Splinter's whacked! I hate Splinter!
I heard that. Splinter's advice is always solid.
Hang on, my live stream is being weird. I gotta adjust something here. I don't know why it thought I wanted to try to delete everything.
Sometimes Splinter isn't a senile doofus anyway. What are you talking about?
What are we gonna do? Steal it back?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it took a while to think of that ingenious plan.
You saw how we got whipped by those monkey
Oh my
butts.
god, that is not what I'm clicking on live stream.
Monkeys. There's only one ape-man in the group. That'd be like if they called you guys the Rat Gang because Splinter's your master.
Well, I can't undo that. That's a pain in the
What was
behind.
that you were saying earlier about a particle accelerator?
I'm glad after the Queese episode where Donatello had to try and bribe people into helping him, they gave us the scene
Hopefully I fixed it.
the next episode.
Certified Turtle-fied.
What about what Mr. Splinter said? Are you just going to ignore him?
Yeah, I hate Splinter. It's a chance to get out of the sewer, maybe see the world, and even fall in love.
Cool. It's been a while since he made unwelcome advances on Venus. Glad that's back.
We'll be mean green with big green.
Me too, Big Green.
What are you doing here, Big Green?
So Donatello just randomly scans below ground level at Central Park for thermal signatures and somehow knows that this must be Silver's lair. That obviously makes more sense than them getting the location from that one goon left behind earlier. And I'm glad this ridiculous place with the rock climbing walls is below Central Park of all places. That just makes too much sense.
It's a super public spot which would be hard to keep secret. Perfect!
You guys sick of the overused vehicle footage yet? No, I am.
I'm a monkey with much money.
The actually yours and I can probably agree that whatever you are, Silver, it's not a monkey.
Hand over our lotto ticket.
Why hasn't one of Silver's goons taken the ticket in yet? Why does everyone just walk around their place like a moron with this thing?
Today on the Modern Outdoors.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, see you next fall.
Shellquake!
Bad monkey.
Apparently Silver isn't a Yeti or a gorilla gangster. He's a monkey. That's what they call him the most. So did Raph just stab through Silver's... Nah, he's just holding him there with his size. Somehow.
Somehow.
I got him, boss!
Ow! I tell ya, the horse sound effect every time someone gets jumped never gets old.
I got a monkey thief on my back!
No, you do not.
The 60s Batman is less cheesy than this.
Stupid.
Leonardo's Ninja Hut. It'll be huge.
I thought you were stronger. I thought Chunky had taught you.
Don't bum her out for wanting a better life. Just because you can't see your way out of the sewer.
I hate Splinter!
No, Master, the sewer really stinks.
It is you, Raphael, who stinks. This money does not belong to you.
All this money should be wasted on some old dude?
Sure, Mikey's being an ass here, but it really does seem like this old doofus is just gonna wander around aimlessly through his apartment holding his ticket. I mean, they give it back to him, and what do we see? Him holding it up while getting coffee again. Mostly because this is the exact same shot from the beginning of the episode, because the show's lazy.
Mikey, it was a terrific thing to do.
Maybe mutants and money just don't mix.
How touching.
Why would they be wheeling Silver through the sewers just to exchange BSities with the turtles?
Hey, Bigfoot!
There's the closest they get to calling Silver a Yeti here. If you're going to believe the Yeti is the Bigfoot.
So now I suggest you consider me your blood enemy.
Are we ever scared?
What are we accomplishing here? Venus throws a water balloon, which is a smoke bomb, and they escape this pointless conversation. Guess you You'd think Silver, apparently at least knowing the general area the turtles live in, would be cause for concern, but who cares about anything? We just did an episode bickering over an old man's lotto ticket. The biggest idiot of this episode was the stupid old man. Everyone involved with this plot is an idiot, but if he had just taken in this lotto ticket instead of spreading the word around that he had it so it got back to 8 men who run gangs, we wouldn't have had to have this garbage episode. Next time on Next Mutation, Wick and some of the dragons become fans of Michelangelo's radio show. Yeah.
Wondering how I got here? Well, when you get a taste for something different is all you'll live for. Try different.
And I was like, when you get hot.
I got beat by 4 guys with no pants.
That happens to the best of us.
They must have been worried when they were making the Next Mutation that the Old Man Lotto Ticket episode wouldn't get enough people to stop watching the show, so they're like, let's follow it up with an episode about Wick and some of the dragons being fans of Michelangelo's radio show. That ought to drive them off. We start this episode jumping right into the stupid radio show with some wonderfully horrid screenshots of Mikey driving.
Oppression is repression.
Well, I think we all assume that hosting a talk show while driving might not be the greatest idea, but apparently even the show wants us to know that Mikey is constantly close to causing accidents while pulling this BS.
Shalladelic. We may be oppressed, but those who try to keep us down are nothing but clowns. You listen to Shalladelic. I'm Shalladelic.
Mikey's ironically generic fight the man speech can arise out of anyone. Even Wick is breaking the suspension of disbelief pretty hard.
Wick, what is that talking device?
Dragon Lord
Talking
is straight up
device?
on basketball and its rules upon return to Earth, but somehow doesn't know what a radio is yet.
Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio?
Some guys on the bull box.
And this goes out to my North brothers. Get a little fat around the thighs, dudes. Oh, shut up, Michelangelo. You're the fattest one in the land. You didn't have to tell it like it is, Rap.
Oppressive authority freaks, man. Let's conquer those jerks.
Conquer majesty.
My big growl noise with my non-reaction is me supposedly noticing that.
Tell me why I think you're on the ceiling.
My mouth doesn't actually move on my permanent angry face head. So this little bit here is sort of about
thanks,
rap,
TR.
just different fighting styles.
I'll see you later.
It all to do with the rest of the episode, but it doesn't.
Hopefully, I caught you before you took off.
Certified lie detector is totally operative.
To know what is lying without understanding why is meaningless. You should concentrate on yourself, not on others.
No wonder they hate you sometimes, Splinter. What an ass.
Hey, look at this thing I made. It sucks. It's pointless. Way to waste your life, Donatello.
One day, I'm going to be the first genetic mutant to win a Nobel Prize.
For a lie detector?
For a lie
Does this
detector.
supposedly work better than a regular one? Well, we'll never get into that or how it's supposed to work at all, so who cares?
Yeah, right. I want to be the first mutant president.
Leo remembers this episode that they're mutants, unlike that last time where he thought he'd open up a dojo.
I can open my own dojo.
Let's take this sucker for a spin. What is your weapon of choice?
The katana, of course.
Oh, the katana, of course. Nice one, Leo. Except, of course, you aren't wielding a katana or a katana, of course.
Lie.
No.
Oh, come on, Leo.
No.
Lie.
No, I never lied.
I don't know if I enjoyed Leo's childish reaction to being asked to lie or the random belch noise more?
Never lie! Donatello. Donatello's gadget has busted you. I will devour any dragon I discover listening to that incessant clatter on the radio.
Normally, I think being eaten is a rather ridiculous punishment, but I suppose if they're dumb enough to listen to Michelangelo's talk show, they are pretty useless. Though this form of punishment might get a bit taxing on Dragon Lord's stomach. Guess we played the belch noise in the wrong spot.
If any blowhards bust your chops, tell them to kiss your shell.
Oh, well, I guess I have to eat all of us, including myself. I know that irritating voice. He's the freak who always smells like marshmallows, sardines, and pepperoni.
This one's just exploding on me.
He sounds exactly like Michelangelo and is the same shit like Shanadelic, but this is a real shark.
It's delicious.
Delicious. Where did you learn this word?
The turtle on the radio.
The turtle on the radio that I didn't know was a turtle. Next is a bit that was cut off the Euroturtles version, either because they're scared of people trying to flush envelopes down the toilet, or they were scared of stupid Beavis and Butthead references.
I announced the beginning of the Sewer Hour fan club. You want to join? Then go into your bathroom and simply flush a self-addressed stamped envelope down the toilet. He said toilet.
Who the hell was supposed to have said that?
Right?
Radio so deep, it stinks. You know, like in a good way.
Yes, Mikey.
In
When
a
people said
good
your
way.
show stinks, they meant it in a good way. And they act like Venus is the one who doesn't have a strong grasp on the English language.
You're in the air. Speak.
Is this the sewer hour?
Duh. Speak.
Everything on screen is so stupid right now. I don't know what I'm supposed to be rooting for. Could something maybe just end the world and kill them all?
This is Wick.
You little sack of sludge. This show is only for the non-evil.
I gotta look up who does that guy's voice. I know him. It's driving me nuts.
I'm a big fan of the show. I've quit working for the Dragon Lord. He's a big fat head.
Totally. He's completely nuts. But so are you.
Kayak told me when to book to get a great rental car deal. Guess we can stop scrolling for travel advice.
Who's at the door?
We'll never know.
It'll only take about 2 more hours for Mikey to realize that maybe he should at least try and explore the possibility of turning an enemy into an ally instead of throwing around petty insults.
We formed a super secret rank fan club dedicated to the sewer hour.
Of course, the story Wick is trying to sell Mikey on stinks. In a good way.
I propose a truce.
A truce?
We come to the conclusion that Lord is a loser.
Well, that convinces me.
A dog. A small. Everyone in the rank is taken to calling him Wiener Lord.
Wiener Lord? Whoa, harsh. So harsh that the UK censor, who's really stretching for something to cut, removed this part of Wick's dialogue. But they left in Dragon Lord repeating it.
A dog. A small.
So you can only say it once.
Well, I had to make it look good.
Oh no, it's Dragon Lord's I-beam attack, which seems to do absolutely nothing. Why did they put that in?
That's staff, Donatello. I blatantly walked into your staff. That's your fault, Donatello.
Sorry, Master. Tinkering.
There was a time when ninjas fought with wooden staff.
I hate winter.
Some days lack of focus will cost us.
Kiss my shell, yo weirdo.
If there's anything to take away from this episode, it's the great nicknames like Wiener Lord and
Weirdo.
The Katana, of course.
My popularity is soaring. The Sewer Hours ratings have never been better.
Sure, I should probably beat off with the Wick might be defecting thing, but instead let me blab on about my radio show because we can't take anything seriously.
Mikey, I dig your show. It helps me sleep.
Oh yeah, my show is so boring.
You know, like in a good way. So, who's your new fan base?
We are your fans, Mikey.
Sort of.
You don't count. You're family.
We're not brothers.
When your family
Not
watches
like
your
that
YouTube
shitty intern
videos.
While Leo was forcing himself on Venus there.
The rank has secretly been digging my show.
Dragons listening to your show? How do you know this?
Why is that a question? It's a call-in show. Guess, you moron.
Wick called me on the air tonight and called Dragon Lord a fathead. Wick says that the Rag are dumping Dragon Lord and becoming sewer hour heads.
My show converts people to walk the path of idiocy.
Do you have a tape of tonight's show? But of course. Now, let's check it out on my lie detector.
So, supposedly, it can read a lie just through the audio. Guess Donatello's machine works via magic. Not Venus-style magic, though. She gave that up, apparently. But more important than Donnie's VS machine, we learned that he drinks Pop brand pop. It's not 7-Up, it's Pop! That logo really is so close, though. I just thought this was brand placement for a second.
I'm organizing a massive convention.
Wick is telling the truth. Bet my life on it.
Yeah, it's exactly what you've been on.
There's probably a way we could test this, like maybe get Wick to tell them something they could use against the Dragon Lord, or even a way to send him back to Dreamland, but instead, let's come up with nothing.
You guys just don't understand the power of media.
This could lead to a more peaceful life.
There's no way Blizzard Lips wants to have a truce.
Did I mention the green light was on?
I myself have never come upon a soul that wasn't redeemable.
Man, you guys are just jealous.
Especially you, Venus Splinter Donatello, who are arguing on my side.
You want me getting all the glory.
If this wicked creature really wants peace, then we must wait and see. Do not get involved.
Okay, well now Splinter's just back to being useless.
I've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas.
My own family is jealous of my talent.
We're not brothers.
Nobody understands a star.
Is a star not a celestial point of light? What a swinger!
So my fans are evil. Lots of big stars have evil fans.
So Mikey is stormed off to an abandoned circus or fair, I guess, and of course he was tracked by the rank because he blows. In a good way. Is this what I have to do to get a hammy all these days? What a downgrade! In a good way!
You know him, you love him, you can't live without him, Michelangelo.
Thank you.
Show your love.
Michelangelo having a podcast on Rise would have made sense. I wish they had gone that route with
Leo's working hard.
Mikey on
Pampers is working
Rise
hard
of the Ninja
keeping
Turtles.
him dry. Only Pampers Swaddlers has a Keep Dry liner to keep his skin drier. Pampers, the #1 brand. For
Alright, let's do a little test and see how these look on the prop. Now that I've gotten a few of them to test. And for scene, if you're still hanging out here, I'm making a chainsaw plushie for Grell, for my Grell cosplay. There is the blade. And I gotta put the spikes around the edge. I already finished the base of it earlier. So the blade will go in that hole once I'm done. All right, let's test how the spikes look. Where did I just have it? There we go. The spikes that I finished. Thank you very much.
I think my brain melted due to the overload of stupid on screen for a moment there. I do appreciate the dragon's misspelled signs, though.
Turtle.
Rush! Can I have your autograph?
Must be on drugs. I'm glad you're not evil anymore. Take bath, Mikey.
Drugs, bud.
I can't believe it! Michelangelo signed my book!
Oh, your brain must be like really messed up.
Here's your pen bag.
No, that pen is for you!
A gift from a fan.
Stupid!
Does this mean you're not my fans?
Actually, we do love your show. It's just that Majesty wants to eat you.
Yeah, in case you thought at least they're only pretending to like a stupid radio show. No.
The principal media's at Dragon Lord's Loft, right?
Because my invention convinced him it was safe.
It's kind of nice that Donatello actually cares here. It seems so often on the show that the turtles don't give a shit about each other. But of course, Mikey was convinced the dragons were fans of his dumb show regardless. Anyway, this ends the lie detector subplot.
Jive the dragons. Surrender.
A little turtle-fied falsification.
What will pretending to surrender accomplish? Not much.
Time to smell the shell.
Time to smell a shell?
This is sangria, baby! Yeah, shellquake.
Total turtleification.
Anyway, Dragon Lord ate Michelangelo while they were all just standing around saying catchphrases. Vehicle stock footage time, and of course, since it's always the same shots, that means Michelangelo's with them to go save Michelangelo.
I can't wait to consume your unsubstantiated ego, but I think it best we wait for your mutant comrades. I want a feast.
That's a lot of turtles to pack away, TL. Hope you got a high metabolism.
But has anyone ever told you you're a little chunky?
Oh, shut up, Michelangelo. You're the fattest one
That's
in the
kind of hard to fit this on
all reptiles.
the camera here.
Woo!
Woo!
We decided that a truce is an
Escape.
excellent idea.
What this world needs now is love.
Love.
We know that's what Dragon
All you
Lord's
need
end
is
goal
love.
Peace. What
Do-do-do-do-do.
exactly is the stupid plan here, guys?
My mechanical staff is a special gift just for you.
The reason I'm wearing my handcrafted royal bib is because I'm also a moron, not to be taken seriously.
Just point it, press the blue button.
Wow. It's almost like Donatello kid just came in and shot Dragon Lord right away instead of the pretend surrender crap, and then all the turtles would still have their weapons.
It's green time!
Yeah, us being at a disadvantage is somehow an advantage.
Hello? Stick a fork in me? I'm done here?
So there's a huge cut
All right.
at this point, right before Mike.
There's the spikes on the chainsaw.
That's too far, I guess.
I definitely,
Just obscene. They cut out
and then I want to fit. I've skipped every other as well.
being freed by Venus, so he just joins the fight somehow.
Hello? Good night. Thanks for having me for dinner.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I guess I'm not such a big star after all.
You're a star to me.
Great. My entire fan base consists of one mutant girl.
Cool, so Mikey is ungrateful still. What an ass. You've come so far.
Who untied my meal? I could do something, but instead I'll just stand here being an idiot.
You can't stop the voice of youth. Blah, blah, blah. You tell him, Mikey.
No lessons have been learned, nothing's been accomplished, and we're all dumber for having witnessed this. What an episode.
I did.
I'm gonna grab a snack while there isn't anybody in the chat. See you in a sec. Alrighty. Cheese stick and apple juice. Snack of champions.
Listening to Michelangelo blab on the radio. Yes, it certainly is much easier to turn him off.
I hate when
The biggest idiot of this episode was Wick for being a fan of Michelangelo's garbage radio show and for apparently not realizing it was him despite him dropping all of his turtle catchphrases during it. Next time on Next Mutation, it's the beginning of the vampire four-parter Unchained My Heart.
I'm not even halfway through his video. It's a 7.5 hour video.
Ba-da-boom! I hate that word!
Right, it's summer night. Who's driving?
Me.
Raph's driving. How can this be? Well, it can't be because none of the stock vehicle footage is set up that way, and Raph always drives his bike instead of the Hummer, so I don't know why they'd have him say that. Instead, we see Leonardo getting behind the wheel, and then it switches to Michelangelo, and then back to Leo, because who cares about continuity at all? The turtles are breaking into a building, and just for a second you think maybe the turtles are being proactive in trying to stop one of their villains. But then the Next Mutation slaps you for daring to think that this would be stupid. No, of course, the turtles are breaking into a skate park just to dink around.
Once you get a taste for something different is all you'll live for.
Oh, apparently we are just flat out in some over-edited extreme skating video now.
Aerial mutants!
Oh look, Bone Steel is quite blatantly up in that box with a light right in his face. So of course our masters of stealth are too busy being dumb to notice Mr. Obvious.
It's Wednesday, and on Wednesdays, turtles like to skate.
So just every Wednesday the turtles break into this place and have been tailed by Bone Steel enough times for him to know that it's a habit and have set up traps in the place. You know, the biggest insult to the audience's intelligence at this point is that the Next Mutation turtles aren't dead already. And Bone Steel's traps are very much in plain sight as well, so of course the turtles don't see them, especially with shit like cages hanging from the ceiling. I mean, they only came in from the roof. How would they notice that? Man, you gotta love those skate parks that just have a bunch of empty boxes laid out for you to crash into.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of funny, but it does look like Raph did the full 360 spin there, so they screwed that joke up. It would be funny, though, if Bone Steel's just a way better skater than the turtles.
There's a time to be stealthy and a time to be rad!
Well, it'd be nice if we could ever see the supposed stealthy time, Leo. Bone Steel drops the in plain sight trap on Leo, who calmly uses his wits to escape.
Hey, a trap!
What useful traits does Leonardo have as a leader in this show? Like, seriously.
Not good.
Oh, come on. Raph just skated right into that trap. Also, it looks like something that he could just easily lift right back up and get out of.
We're under attack!
I smell bones.
And Donatello's delayed sense of smell leads us into the opening. Yes, the turtles being doofuses and basically trapping themselves for most
Haha, it didn't hit the floor.
entire cold open. I remind you that this is the first part of a four-parter about the vampire character Van Me. Instead of establishing anything at all about that, we just have complete idiocy as the cold open.
Get me out of here!
Looks like I could escape. Guess I just don't really want to.
Reap the whirlwind, you overgrown cooters!
Did Bone Steel seriously call the turtles a slang term for vagina? Is this real life? Well, to prove it's not, Donatello frees himself by getting Bone Steel with his motorized skateboard, which causes him to fire an arrow accidentally, which just happens to hit the rope suspending Donatello.
I looped it through. Let go.
Sad that this is only the second worst Tarzan adaptation. Anyway, then Raph realizes he wasn't trapped at all, even in the slightest.
I feel like a fish. I like to think of myself as a largemouth bass.
Okay, that's the first one that really got me.
You are useless.
That was terrible.
Look out! Yeah! I told you to look out! Leapfrog! Tired yet? No, sure you're tired.
All you guys do is lay around.
Hey, funny! Not.
That's a line Michelangelo should save for the mirror. Anyway, with Bone Steel now captured, the turtles alert the authorities and bring Bone Steel to justice. Just kidding. They leave him there to escape and try to kill them again later in the episode. Anyway, over at the super blurry, crappy castle footage, which is located somewhere in China. Wow, I never expected to return to somewhere in China. Glad they picked crappy castle footage that doesn't even remotely look like it belonged anywhere in China. So we're finally getting to Van Me here, who is just taking a nap as a skeleton until her vampire kid cronies come and wake her up.
Why am I so cold? Because you're not wearing your skin.
Interesting.
The potion not only regrew her skin, but also gave her new clothes.
Chichu. Bing.
Aw, man, Vampire Boy's not only stuck being a kid forever, but he's also no one's favorite search engine? Tough break. In typical Next Mutation fashion, to make everything just feel a little bit more fake, all the vampires are dubbed by different people. Van Me is played by Kira Clavel, but is voiced by Saffron Henderson. It is pretty hard to tell, though, that little Bing boy is being dubbed over. So apparently an old Master Chum's wild youth before he just sat around in front of a mirror to get fireballed. He went around stealing vampires' hearts. Literally.
As they were closing the lid on me, I saw Chang-Yi stuff my heart into a small wooden box. Give me my heart so that I might truly live again.
You see, this isn't real living right now. Then again, she is on Next Mutation, so she has a point.
Well, Bing?
Oh, don't use Bing to search for the heart. You'll never get anywhere.
My heart's not in my chest within 4 days. The solution of flesh will fail.
Why did they wake Van Me up then? Why did these two little idiots go and get the heart first?
And I...
Your bones will dissolve into putrescent jelly and your vampiric life will be ended.
Thank you, Bing.
Yeah, sarcastic thanks are about the only thanks Bing gets.
Who is this shinobi apprentice?
The girl is called May Pai Chi.
I mean, as long as some jerk-ass turtles didn't rename her because they're lazy. Let us go to New York City and pay this shinobi a visit.
In retrospect, I really don't know why anything about this is funny right now. I'm on a time crunch and will die soon.
Bone Steel's wet. Actually, I kinda had a good time.
It's not the end of the episode, so no need to be serious about anything, even slightly.
Who needs herb medicine?
This is totally a thing Venus has always done. She's always passing out the drugs after a battle.
Hey man, you gotta admit, Bonet's good. He's the ultimate bloodhound.
No, he's not. You guys are just oblivious and super predictable.
What stinks?
Oh, you know exactly what stinks.
This root is the only herb I can't identify.
So this is why Venus is parading around a herb box suddenly, because it's also the one that old Chung for Brain stuck a vampire heart into as well. You know, that doesn't really seem sanitary. Probably also should have told Venus little detail of it being a vampire heart so she'd know it was important. Venus Pei Chi could have just very easily left this box somewhere in China. I mean, the other somewhere in China.
Perhaps a nice pot of stinky root tea.
If she makes vampire heart tea, would that kill Mikey? Can we find out?
Can we find out?
This here is called a tracker's guide.
Yes, the next scene is Bone Steel talking to his gun. It's very important. Next. Anyway, as super speed bats, the vampire shoots sparkles out their butts. Guess the Next Mutation really predicted Twilight or something. A couple lines are cut while the bats are flying around New York to try and remove Twin Tower shots. So this is another time where the Hero Turtles version actually has extra footage and lines. On the Shout DVDs, they removed the opening and last lines so the dialogue would fit with the shortened footage.
The world's changed since I was in prison.
Welcome to the Big Apple, mistress.
This city doesn't look anything like an apple. I say we take a big bite out of it anyway. This city doesn't look anything like an apple. This room is filthy.
You just spent 70 years as a skeleton inside a casket in an old castle. And this is yet another huge abandoned building in the middle of New York. You know, those are so plentiful. This new Vampire HQ is the Ambassador Spelt Wrong Hotel.
Spelt wrong.
All this effort to go back and try and pretend that the Twin Towers never existed, that someone could have fixed the spelling as well. Bambi does a little echo heart location and pointlessly makes her heart flop out of its box. This does at least put Venus on alert, though.
Maybe it's a Chinese jumping rope.
Or it accomplishes absolutely nothing, so par for the course.
You will find your heart and destroy the Shinobi Apprentice.
I forget sometimes how old and wise you truly are.
You stated that we'll do the thing we came here to do. Such amazing wisdom only comes with such great age.
I understand you had an altercation with Bonehead.
I am so utterly unconcerned. I can't even be bothered to stop cooking dinner while talking about it. I want to learn the way of the hunter.
Why is Leonardo always shaking his fist at everyone? He wants to beat everyone up, except the actual bad guys.
I'm sick of getting caught with my pants down.
You don't wear any pants. I'm just joking. Where are you going so quickly?
I hate winter. I'll need some books on hunting, maybe a CD-ROM or something.
What's a CD-ROM?
An old piece of technology. Get with the outdated times, Splinter. Leo then has a montage about studying up on hunting. The scene isn't funny, nor does it accomplish anything useful. So, a classic Next Mutation scene.
Yo, who's up for a game of Glow Disc?
Does anyone ever call frisbeeing that? The frisbee they use doesn't even glow either.
Oh, come
Why
on.
you won't insist on
It should at least glow.
Playing frisbee in the park at night is too dangerous, but playing chess is A-okay.
It is a dangerous night for ninjas. Be stealthy.
Be one with the night.
Spartan Alex.
You are Batman. Growl.
Even the turtle Humvee is getting sick of this scene now as it's growling at us.
I have a bad feeling about tonight.
Whatever.
I hate winter.
What would make the most sense is if the turtles wanted to die at this point. And of course, these moonlight desires of frisbee in the park is a thing the turtles always do, so Bone Steel easily tracks the world's most easiest prey again.
Follow them. My wings are killing me.
You sparkle bats flew from China to New York in less than a day. I don't know how you can't catch the slow-mo turtles driving around and parading themselves to everyone in New York / Vancouver.
Here we come.
Oh, and let's just include a shot of Mikey doing his radio show, though I wouldn't put it past him to announce that the turtles will be in the park in case anyone wants to stop by and kill them.
Tonight, the turtles got a date with Bone Steel.
Maybe the turtles are already.
He really does
actually
sound
dead.
like the
After all,
alien
Bone
on
Steel does
Men in
break
Black.
out the ecto goggles for this.
The bug alien.
Is very wrong here.
Tell me about it. You're making a ton of burnt grilled cheese sandwiches for who?
Evil.
Yes, that distinct smell of evil. Also, if the vampires can track the heart, shouldn't they be heading towards the lair rather than following the turtles to the Moonlight Moron session? Oh, guess they didn't get all the shots they need of the turtles playing frisbee at night, so here's one of them clearly playing in the day. You said it, Bone Steel. Then Bone Steel activates a laser fence with a bunch of flashing posts that the doofus turtles also didn't notice because Bone Steel's just such an ultimate hunter.
Hey, over here.
You really can't buy a
The
car
frisbee explodes.
Even on the set of an Auto Trader commercial.
Can you still talk to someone when you're buying online?
Testing? Really? You have no...
A laser perimeter.
We're surrounded. You'd think we could just jump over it, but I guess not.
Anyway, after a laser fence, Bone Steel's next part of the plan is shooting a net, then a single arrow at them. Guess he ran out of tack. You'd think Mr. Master Hunter would just have a way to make his laser fence close in on them. Speaking of the laser fence, it just seems to completely disappear during a bunch of these shots.
Oh, it's getting rocky.
Pretty sure you mean it's getting styrofoamy. Haven't seen rocks this good since the original series Star Trek.
He's trying to force us backward into a Tinker Carnage pit.
Oh, I apologize. Leo apparently learned the damn obvious from his book reading earlier, so I guess I was wrong in saying that was useless.
Isn't it your turn to take out the trash?
We're under attack by garbage man!
This is some real foreshadowing to Junk Landis from the 2003 series.
Garbage man?
So after wasting most of the episode being stupid with Bone Steel, the vampires show up yelling about a heart, which just confuses everyone. What wonderful storytelling. I'll say, you gotta love the shots where the vampire kids' doubles are just clearly fully grown adults.
Certified Turtle Farm, the laser controls.
Why were the controls just sitting in a bush within the fenced area? Well, it turns out that Bone Steel's even dumber than we first thought, as he had actually trapped himself in with the turtles rather than shoot at them from outside the laser fence. And the camera angles never really bothered to establish this bit of stupidity until 3 minutes went by. Donatello just saved Bone Steel's life. I hate you, Donatello. Leo tricks the vampires into jumping into Bone Steel's trap, and of course they decide to learn nothing about these new enemies or bring Bone Steel to justice again, and they all just go home.
Who needs herb medicine?
This is getting gross.
Yeah, pretty gross that anyone thought that looked good. And wait a second, Splinter discovered the heart was evil and just put it back in the herb box, and then what, went to bed?
I hate Splinter.
This was an absolutely horrid attempt at establishing a new threat. The vampires did almost nothing in their debut episode. Most of it is just about the turtles being easily tracked by Bone Steel, and they learned nothing to prevent him from continuing to do so. The biggest idiot of the episode was Leonardo. I was tempted to almost give it to all the turtles here for how careless they all were, but some of their actions fall on Leonardo as the leader. Leo is the one who's supposed to take things a bit more seriously at times, but instead he lets the team fall into danger constantly. Once the skate park mishap happened, he should have at least given second thought to falling into another predictable pattern with the Moonlight Frisbee. Instead, he just doesn't give a shit even after Splinter warns them that something feels wrong. Also, the turtles had Bone Steel trapped twice and the vampires once in this episode, and both times they just go home instead of take advantage. But hey, at least Leonardo read some basic hunting books. Next time on Next Mutation, the turtles complain and don't want to do anything to stop the vampires. Surprise!
I have a bad feeling about tonight.
Whatever.
Back at the Ambassador Spelt Wrong Hotel, we learned that little Big Boy sleeps pressed up into the corner of the wall by the ceiling. Not hanging like a bat, as vampires are sometimes depicted as doing, just pressed into the corner. Kinda odd.
Why didn't you tell me that Chunky's apprentice was a gigantic reptile?
We said she was deformed.
Deformed?
informed!
If Vammy was surprised by Venus's appearance, she sure hid it well. And what difference did that make to what happened? You vamp idiots just jumped into a trap. Chi-Chu bursts in saying she tailed Bonesteel back to his moronic lair and sired him. Just kidding, that could potentially be useful, so she did nothing to him.
We shall watch him. He may lead us to the turtle shinobi.
What?
Who in the hell was that?
I'm guessing they didn't shoot or lost the footage of the vampire girl laughing, so we just have an awkward, overblown laugh happening off screen to no reaction.
He looks like a canned ham.
Does it, Donatello? Looks like a crappily painted prop to me. Venus finds the scrolls of stuff I probably should have actually told you about from Master Chunghead and learns about the heart and how she's supposed to stop Vammy from getting it back. A supposedly important quest to stop an evil vampire is something you just write in your diary and hope that someone bothers to read it. Though I don't know how this drawing contains any vampire instructions at all. Why does the heart make little creature noises? How would it even do that? Would it seriously paint this show to try not be juvenile moronic almost every second? I don't understand why Vammy can seemingly make her heart do little hops pointlessly around either. You think if she can feel it out at all, it would lead her to its exact location, but nah.
Nice catch.
Wow, Master Splinter is so great. He stood there at the jar and the heart happened to jump into it.
Well done, Master. Vampire heart. Very tricky. I had to use my ultimate lazy move on it. Mark my words, Alice. Nobody busts a Bonesteel trap. There will be retribution.
Wow, that Bonesteel sure does seem like a lethal threat now. Good job, show. Ha ha, sheep noises for no reason. I love how the show has no respect for the audience in the slightest. Bonesteel smells big, I guess, because of his fart cloud breath? I don't know.
Oh, that head-hunted and stick-to bloodsuckers in 50 countries on 7 continents.
You know, in every generation there is a slayer. Really the saddest generation got Bonesteel the Vampire Slayer.
Transylvania, Burbank, all the zombie capitals. I always look for vampires in the zombie capitals.
So, instead of slaying Bing and putting him out of her misery, Bonesteel just tells him to get lost because he's gonna hunt the turtles instead of vampires right now. Overall, a rather useless exchange. I know, shocking.
It's beating normal. I'd say it's healthy.
I'd like to get a second opinion, Dr. Donatello.
Everything's relative. Yo! Who raised you? Wolves?
What the hell is this shit? Who is anyone anymore? Now, Leonardo is the doofus goofing off, and Michelangelo is the one scolding him. Watching this show is just so taxing. It really is.
What are we gonna do with a vibrating Valentine?
Oh my.
What am I watching?
I should know these rules are no help. All this says is that destroying a vampire is a spirit test.
You mean Master Good for Nothing up to the second he died left vague, useless instructions on hunting the vampires? The devil, you say?
I say we give the nasty thing back to the vampires.
You joke.
I'm serious.
Yep, the turtles now not only don't want to stop the villains, they actively want to help them. That's the plot.
What do we care? Vampires don't like turtles.
Asses who only care about themselves in a half shell.
Besides, the thing stinks like rotten fish.
You can't do that.
Well, you know, it would be nice to get back to our normal lives.
I mean, look at how disrupted they've been with us regularly breaking into a skate park and playing
frisbee in the park all the time.
Okay, let's get the last few
Come home and do some
put on the chainsaw.
Raph has a point. We don't interfere in the affairs of humans. Vampires are a human problem.
You really gotta commend Saban for creating possibly the least likable version of the Ninja Turtles ever. I mean, there's good ways to tell a story where the turtles get disillusioned with humans and realize they can't tackle everything, but this just feels like they don't want to help because they're lazy.
Would you dishonor Venus by asking her to break her shinobi vows?
That's the only reason to stop the vampires. Venus has a duty or something. Who cares if people die?
I'm not a shinobi.
Yes, you are, you fucking doofus. A shinobi is a ninja. The show just thinks they aren't the same thing for some reason.
Vampires are enemies to whatever thinks and feels and loves.
I ain't buying it, Dig. I hate winter.
You gotta love that respect Raph has for his sensei.
I've rented enough horror movies. Vampires drink human blood.
Great one.
Oh, come on, I lost my spot.
Movie once, so now I know how they work.
Besides, your turtle blood might actually be part human too, based on whatever way you idiots are supposed to have mutated in this series. Also, the vampires could just be into turtle blood anyway. Who knows?
It's a human problem, not ours.
My heart is aching.
Give a grip,
Hey, give it a grip.
You know it's bad when Bing is looking down on you.
Why did you wake me? Why didn't you rescue my heart and bring it to me in China?
Oh, there's that point.
Your plot is so flawed, the characters pointed out have no good reason for it.
I'm running out of time and it's all your fault. But Bimmy, we missed you.
This would actually make way more sense if Bing and Chi-Chu just wanted to destroy Bambi. Now, this next scene really just sums up the pure essence of this show.
Sweet.
Trash is sweet. Next Mutation motto. You know, I wondered at first why the garbage was talking here, but after looking closely, I found out that Bone Steel was actually in this scene. It just blended in with that surrounding so well, it was hard to tell them apart from the rest of the trash.
It's all so terrible, terrible, terrible.
If something stupid is happening, how will the audience know we're under contempt for them?
All right.
Wow.
We
how are they
have
making the heart move
spikes on a
there?
chainsaw. I definitely need more.
So, despite
And that is where I'm going to call it for today.
Plan help the villains earlier.
We are done with some of the sewing for today. Hopefully I can check back in another time with making more spikes for the chainsaw. Later!